Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it live in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it live in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it live in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it live in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it live in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Welcome to another episode of the What's Up PlayStation Podcast. Episode 118 to be exact. Yes, sir, we are here. Another Saturday, TGIS. Thank God it's Saturday. We appreciate everybody up right now. You know what I mean? Welcoming us this early Saturday morning. You know, spring is almost here. Spring is in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Oh, yeah, spring is in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Yo, I remember that song. Song that like back in 4th grade, like a play or something. It wasn't a play, but it was like a sing-along kind of thing. But yo, I see the beautiful PlayStation Nation in the chat. What is good, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We appreciate you guys coming through, man. You know what I mean? Welcoming us once again this Saturday morning. You heard the trophies. You know what time it is. It's time to start What's Up PlayStation Podcast. And for those that are new to What's Up PlayStation Podcast, we are a PlayStation-centric podcast where we talk about the latest. And I mean the greatest, the good, the bad, the ugly news of PlayStation throughout the week. I am one of your hosts, Jay Bari, and I got the best list on YouTube. But like I said, guys and girls, we are a 2-man team here at a What's Up PlayStation Podcast crew. And you already seeing right down there, man. Looking cleaner than ever. Looking extra crispy. Looking extra crispy. We got the card guard himself. Mr. Persona, I want to play your lobbies too.
Hell, the Destiny God
Yes,
gave me one
sir.
Persona. Your Persona was good, bruh.
Hey, man, what's good? What's good? We back. Yeah, we looking
Yes,
real
sir.
crispy. We looking real different. You feel me? Shout out to the Instacart, not Instacart, but the Instacam gods out here. You feel me? Got your boy looking proper. Got my true skin tone. You understand? Looking real nice and vibrant. You understand? And it feels good, man. It's good to be back, man. Episode 118 of What's Up PlayStation Podcast, man, with my bro Bari. I always look forward to the Saturday morning show, rocking out with the WUPS community. And yo, it's gonna be a great show like it always is. It's gonna be real entertaining. And yo, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited, Bari. Shout out to you. Shout out to the people in the chat. And you know, it's gonna be a great show.
Look at extra wispy. Yeah, man. Today's gonna be a pretty good episode. I mean, the news this week, Persona.
You scraped the barrel this week, brother. You scraped the barrel. But see, it's WUPS, Bari. So because it's WUPS, it's always going to be an entertaining show. Because you know how we do. You know how we do things here from New York. We always do things proper. So you know, it's always gonna be entertaining.
Shout out to the Plus Unblock podcast, man. Might have to steal a few topics over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, thank the FGC guards that we got some nice trailers that we could talk about you know, for this week, man. Cause woo, PlayStation was sad. You know what I mean? But yo, before we start this show, man, Persona, we gotta pay our respects really and truly to the legend. You know what I mean? We recently found out that he passed away, Lance Reddick, and wow, what a shocker. Finding that out yesterday, man. So, you know what I mean? We're just gonna have a little moment of silence real quick for Lance Reddick, because, you know, he's a huge part, whether it's video games or just movies or TV shows. I'm pretty sure everyone, you know of him and can pretty much respect him as far as like what he has done within the industry. You know, his craft is well known. And yeah, we just got to pay our respects, man. So it's a quick little moment of silence for my man Lance Reddick, and yeah, we praying for him and his, you know, his family and all that stuff. And our condolences go out to him, you know, the family, and just the people that know him in the industry. So yeah. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? R.I.P. Lance. Yo, that one hurt, Persona. That one hurt.
Yo,
bro.
that was out of left field, man. That was definitely something that I wasn't expecting, man. You know, I'm a big Lance Reddick fan. You know, he is Zavala in Destiny. He is Silence in Horizon, both Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. Also, he played one of the agents in Quantum Break.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The
I remember
Xbox
that
game, yeah. And then also, you know, The Wire. You feel me? You know, a very iconic show, and he played a big role in that. John Wick as well. You know, so you know, Lance Reddick was definitely a great guy, and he was somebody that we definitely were going to be trying to get on the show really soon as well. So it's crazy.
He's very active on Twitter.
Yeah, very active on Twitter. So it's really crazy to see him, you know, to see this happen so sudden. But you know, definitely praying for him, praying for his family, and you know, life is short, guys. Life is really short, man. So, you know, please make the most of it, man. For real.
100%. Like, yeah, we don't know the cause as far as why he died. I'm pretty sure that information will come out during the week. But yeah, once again, R.I.P. Lance Reddick, and you know, our condolences go out to you and the family for sure. But yeah, Persona, man, whew, what a what a rough one, man. You know what I mean? Like, definitely a rough week. You know, especially for me as well. Like, I found out that, you know, a cat that I pretty much raised and took care of passed away. Her name was Snowflake. It was my brother's cat, but you know, when my brother, he went away, you know, overseas to Iraq, Afghanistan, and all that stuff, I was pretty much raising that cat for like 3 years, and you know, definitely trained her, do a lot of stuff. And just to find out this week that she passed away, man, that was a gut punch as well for me personally. And yeah, just want to say R.I.P. Snowflake as well. Your cats, you know, animals, definitely part of the family. Definitely, you know, a pet that I always, you know, went up. Because my brother, he's pretty far away from me, not that far, like about an hour, 40 minutes away. always, you know, checked up on her, always went over there to see how she was doing. Cause yeah, that meant a lot to me. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure like Persona know me for a long time, you know, party chats, you know, Snowflake, we playing Horizon or something. She always jumping on the TV, blocking the way.
Snowflake, you know what I mean? And Zeus.
Yeah, Snowflake and Zeus, yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, cats are, you know, animals in general, man, are you know, I understand, you know, losing a pet. So, you know, my condolences, man, to you, the family. And you know, it's been these first like 3 months of the year just really have been a wild year, man. You know, for you, for me, just, you know, life in general with people. Yeah, this 2023 is kind of off to a weird year. I think for both of us. You feel me?
Yeah,
so,
like I feel like on a personal level, it's been like it had its ups and downs, definitely for sure.
Yeah.
On a gaming level though, it's been 100% on point.
Yeah, 100%.
You
A
know
lot of great
so,
games.
A lot of great games.
It's probably redundant to ask this, but I will ask. You know, how you been this week?
Yeah, man. Know? I mean, yeah, like I said, this week was you know, on a personal level, was a little rough. You know, for me, you know, work was a little hectic at times as well. But you know, what I mean, yo, really and truly, man. You know, I'm pretty sure everyone in here can attest to it as well. Thank God for gaming, man. Like,
yeah,
you don't know how important like gaming is until like you're going through stuff, and sometimes you just want to have that escape, and you just want to dive into a world and you know, just play a great game, man. And yeah, that's what gaming has pretty much has done for me this week. You know what I mean? You know, playing through Octopath has been a blessing, yo, real talk. You know what I mean? Getting back into like DNF, you know what I mean? That's doing like regular little lab stuff and stuff like that was like, it's definitely like a great escape for all the personal stuff that you go through. So yeah, like, yeah, it was a rough week, but gaming wise, it has been wonderful. Like I said, like I'm having a blast playing Octopath Traveler, you know what I mean? Learning some cool stuff in like DNF Duel, you know what I mean? Shout out to the Arc Systems, you know, the Arc World Tour. Saw some stuff. I was like, yo, I got to learn that. You know what I mean? So I was definitely trying to grind it or trying to learn it. Some of them I could pull off. Some of them I'm still got to, you know what I mean, get that down pat. But yeah, man. But how about you, man? Everything good? Everything all right? Yeah, you look a little crispy over there.
Yeah, nah, you know, this week for me has been a pretty busy week work-wise. A lot of you know, different things that I got going on in my professional life, and then, you know, pretty hectic, you know. But personal or gaming wise, I should say, you know, I agree on those sentiments of like thank God for gaming, you know, because you know, being able to kind of really decompress, you know, from all the stress of real life and your, you know, responsibilities and things like that. Gaming this week has definitely been like a big escape for me this week. And so, you know, shout out to gaming, man, playing a lot of Destiny, you know, playing Diablo 4 when you can, which we'll talk about later. But all in all, it's been a cool week for me, man. It's been a pretty peaceful, chill week for me.
100%, man. Also, happy St. Patrick's Day to all the people that celebrate it. You know what I mean? You know, we have people around the world, different cultures and whatnot. So hopefully you guys enjoy that day. And yeah, I'm just loving the fact that the weather is on the up and up too, man. You know what I mean? I think yesterday
it
was
nice.
50s.
It was nice. Yeah, it was nice yesterday.
You know what I mean? Today, I think going to go up to the 50s as well. All next week, I think, is in the 50s because spring, like I said, it's in the air.
Spring is Monday or Tuesday, the 21st.
When's the 21st?
21st.
Tuesday, right?
21st is a Monday. Excuse me, I think it's a Monday or
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. So, you know, spring is hit. Yo, real talk, 2023.
Going fast.
You know, I think the older that we get, time moves a lot quicker. And this is something that my parents told me growing up. Like, hey, you know, enjoy your youth while you can, because the older you get, time goes a lot faster and whatnot. And I didn't really believe that stuff until I hit my 30s. And I was like, okay, like the years move very quickly, where I'm just like, yo, we already going into April, Bari. We got 2 weeks left in March. Where is this year gone,
bro?
How
like,
are we going into April and still no showcase? Let me stop. I'm sorry, my fault.
The work day will go so slow sometimes, but the year is going so fast. We're already like middle of March, bro. Middle of March. But once we blink our eyes, Street Fighter 6, Final Fantasy's here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we already have a big game coming out with Resident Evil 4. You know what I mean? So it's moving, man. You know, next month we got moving. Horizon. It's moving, yo.
And then summer's gonna fly quick, and then we're gonna be fall time for the Spider-Man 2, and then it'll be 2024. Crazy.
But before we start the show though, Persona Man, let's do this quick announcement. Where shout out to Stone. If you guys know Stone, A Stone, you know what I mean, telling everybody to drink their water. You know what I mean? Shout out to Stone, shout out to my bro Up Chuck Gaming, my boy Chuck. You know, one half of the Plus on Block boys. Those two are hosting a fight night event, which is going to be pretty cool, man. You know, a lot of people within the community are participating in it, and I think that's pretty dope that, you know, something like this is being set up, and it's also helping towards a good cause. So I'm just going to announce, like, you know, the fight night stuff here, and then I'm going to showcase the actual you know, charity that everything is all the proceeds are going towards. So this is the fight night cards that Chuck has created. I think some of this stuff got adjusted, but you're getting a general gist of everything here, where you're going to pretty much have 4 games that they are doing. I can cycle through each game, right? Yeah. So first, well, I don't know, he's going to announce the order of each game tomorrow. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. If you guys ain't following Chuck yet, definitely go and follow him, Up Chuck Gaming on Twitter. And yeah, so he's having Stone and Chuck is having a fight night March 25th. So that's pretty much next Saturday, right after this podcast. So right after this podcast, they will be hosting their fight night. And it's got some dope matches up here, man. So each game is going to have 3 sets or 3 matches here on the fight card, where it's going to be first to 5, first to 7, and first to 10. So we have Street Fighter 5 here. We have DNF Duel here. So yeah, once again, first to 5, first to 7, first to 10. DNF Duel, I will be participating in DNF Duel against my bro Dre. My bad. Against my bro Dre. And Chuck is also participating in this one as well. Definitely dope matches here in DNF Duel for sure. Also MK11. It's going to be a good one as well. Got 3 matches here. Like once again, first to 5, first to 7, first to 10. And then the other game we have here is Tekken 7. So once again, first to 5, first to 7, first to 10. So yeah, he's going to announce the order of all the matches for everyone tomorrow. And yeah, right after this podcast, this should be going up live to start the event. The charity that they're donating towards is called Child Mind Institute, and already Stone, Chuck, they have raised, I think it's like $1,300 that go towards the charity. So already people is doing a great job. They're supporting this event and things like that. And if you guys do want to donate, Stone also has the links here. So if you guys have Cash App or PayPal, you can donate towards those two. And it will all go towards this charity right here. Also, if you do donate, you'll be in the running for like a giveaway. So from PlayStation card, Xbox cards, Nintendo cards, or even game codes as well. So yeah, man, this is definitely a dope thing. It's good to see the community come together and you know, participate in an event like this, and also good to see the community come together and actually, you know, donate towards a dope charity. What's going on here? But yeah, just want to announce that to let you guys know if you guys haven't been informed yet. So even if you don't donate or anything like that, come on through. It will be on the Plus on Block channel where they're gonna be hosting the fight night. So if you guys just want to have, you know, a fun pretty much event where you want to see, you know people play in these fighting games and whatnot, yeah, just come on through, you know, chat, you know, throw up a, you know, comment in the chat, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And you'll pretty much, you know, be doing the Lord's work, doing that as well. So, don't feel like you have to, donate because, we don't know what the situation is when it comes to money and whatnot. But if you come on through, hit the like button, share it out, that's helping as well.
It definitely helps. That helps a lot.
Yeah, so just wanted to announce that for everyone there, guys. I'm pretty sure Persona, he'd do like some guest commentary. I'll be doing some guest commentary as well. And it's definitely going to be a fun, fun event. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to get that out of the way and announce that because these are two dope people. And want to show the support.
And big shout out to Chuck and Dre as well, man. Plus on Block Podcast. Make sure y'all check them out as well every Friday, 8:30 Eastern. The link is in the description. They run a great podcast, man. Real good vibe. And two great dudes, man. And also big shout out to Stone for, putting this together and making this possible. And well, her and Chuck, setting this up and whatnot, man. It's great. And so the tournament is going to be done on the Plus on Block Podcast YouTube channel. The link to that is in the description as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed to that YouTube channel. Yep.
I'll throw it in the chat as well for you guys.
Yes, sir. Sir. So a lot of great things, a lot of great people in the community, a lot of great things happening and whatnot, man. And really excited, just really, really excited for all of it. Real talk.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's going to be definitely a fun event. I'm looking forward to it. Just watching some of the matches and also participating. It's been a while, gotta get the chops off a little bit.
The one I'm commentating for, I'm definitely gonna be there for DNF too.
Yeah,
because the shit talking is definitely gonna be on an all-time high. If Bari get washed or Dre get washed, I'm talking shit regardless. You understand? Shit is getting talked. So it's gonna be great.
It's definitely a match I've been waiting for a minute. Yeah, Dre already understand. He already know the vibes. How to get down. Got some cool setups. Just I saw some things, that's gonna apply it to the game real quick. But nah, man, let's start the show, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into the rigmarole, how we do things, man. We got to shout out the members on the channel. Sir. And listen, yo, guys, listen. We listen, if you guys know anyone that does any animations, do any tickers, anything like that, let us know, please. Because I see now that I see Persona on camera, that man out here is struggling. He is struggling to say 100 and something names every goddamn week, man.
Yo, it's like 100. It's like 125 now, man. You feel me? So we're gonna run through it. Listen, shout out to the people, to the members of the channel, man. WUPS Nation. If you guys do want to become a member, the link to that is in the description. Never mandatory, but always appreciated. Also, shout out to the people that gifted us a lot of memberships as well, man, and does that all the time. We appreciate y'all as well, man. So shout out to everybody here. So for the members that we have on the channel bar, here we go. Let me take a sip before we do it real quick. Hold on,
let me pull it up just in case you need backup or something. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of goddamn people, man.
Here we go. 125. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I'm ready. All right. So for the WUPS Nation members, we got J942, Ice Queen Gaming, Ghostface, True Virgil, JC 2013, Muck 45, Wolfgang Mashima, Amazing T, Kawaii, Melanin in the building, Sergeant 12, Delano, Kawaii in the building, Mr. Polar Bar, Extreme Gamer, Jeff B Gamer, Sam CTM, Seattle Chef, South Star, Freddy 214, Jeeves, Mo, Sinister, Macho Channel, Verge, Corey Macy, Franco Tech, Brian East, Blade X, D2 Desk, Killer Cam for show, A Gaming 50, Lorenzo Carson, Black Waifus, G Junior, Nasim, Legend Gaming, D Dog, Amanda Pemberton, Amanda Pemberton, Peter King, XR Rob, Tavi, Shrek, Juan Sosa Gaming, TKRDS, P, Kyle Ward, Brandon, VR, C Fresh 2180, Tom Murphy, CBH for God, J Lou 83, Black Rob, Walter, Mac the Stampede, Lord Hog, Deb, Dark Prince, Philip J, Get This Work, No, J Ro, Cloud Strife, Andy, Arc War Angel, Philip DVG, Game Goat, The Wreck, Tevin, Plus on Block Podcast, The 1000, Jimmy Harrison, P Rock, Alfonso Carter, Brooklyn Saint, 1978. Toronto Duffy, Miles B, Upper Room, Steady Flow, Dope Guy Gaming, Tricelsius, That Guy Smitty, Star Guardian 88, Umlon T Gaming, Stranded Ninja Gaming, Stone, Rabbit Got the Gun, J Bari, Games for Eternity, King Thrash Gaming, Brat, Julian Johnson, Requiem of Demons. Okay, second page. Light Strife, DC Gaming, John Donuts, Tactical Gamer, AC, Stir Crazy, Stardust, Aseo, Gian the Don, J Gamer UK, Cyber Dragon, Unicron, Viper Reefs, Corner, J Wright, Blue Mustang 357, Shy City Gamer,
Still
King
going.
Bird in the building.
What happened to that boy?
3221, Nari.
Nari.
Great game with Persona, Dreology 619, and last but not least, Mr. Go Try Hard Guy Uchi. Okay.
Uchi.
Okay, there we go. We got it. We got it, guys. We're good.
Sheesh. He needs some milk.
we need that ticker, my boy. We need that ticker ASAP. You understand what
definitely need that ticker, man. But shout out to you guys in the chat, man. We appreciate it. King Kiso, man, appreciate the 10 months. He said the best PlayStation podcast on you. Who? Shout out to King Kiso, man. Yo, Viper Reef's Corner with a 199. Buster Rhymes that shit. Yo, that's why I did the you know what I mean? Yo, shout out to my man DC Gaming with the 9 months. It's a happy Saturday, boys. Hope y'all enjoying the weekend in these games. It's been a month. What games have y'all spent the most in VR?
After that, fuck.
Yo, it's been a month in VR, right? For real,
really?
For real.
When did VR come out?
Wait, almost a month. Almost a month. Yeah, almost a month.
Oh, it came out yo.
There.
Yo, time is moving, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Almost been a month.
Really and truly, the most I probably spent in VR is in Horizon, like 10 summer hours. And I'm at the end of that game. You know what I mean? I'm over here trying to look for the little bullseye things and all that stuff. And probably like Moss as well.
Moss, I gotta start that soon too.
Shout out to my man.
And what's the name? I'm gonna try Switchback VR this weekend.
Yeah, I gotta download it.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to my man. Iron Panther with a $5. Said Lance Reddick was an icon, especially his voice. I can always tell it's him by his voice. But this is a serious loss. Things will not be the same. Yes, 100%. I agree. RIP to my man Lance Reddick. And then we got Iron Panther again with the $2. Said 100%. If Bari, 100% Bari. If I didn't have gaming, I don't know what I'll do. Yeah, man. Yo, gaming, I think is an integral part of a lot of us our lives. You know what I mean? And yeah, this is the reason why. Yeah. One of the main reasons why I love gaming so much, man, is that escapism. You know what I mean? Go to a different world. You know what I mean? Playing these other characters and stuff like that. No different. Like I'm not. It's different because it's more. You know, it's more tacked on as far as like hands-on experience. But yeah, the same reason why I watch movies a lot. I'm a big movies guy, man. I watch movies all the goddamn time, man. Just to you know, see those that's why I love fantasy movies and all that stuff.
It's crazy. I think that's also part of why, like, you know, when it comes to how important gaming is, and I'm not talking about like the weirdos and this weirdo shit you tend to see on Twitter. About the people that really appreciate gaming and it's a part of their life and a part of their culture. You know, like gaming is the culture. Shout out to Jamil, man. He brought that up a long time ago, where it's like for a lot of us, gaming is the culture. You know, it's not just something that you tacking on. It's a part of your life. You know,
this is why I go so hard too when it comes to gaming, and I want to see. Yeah, this is the reason why I use words like support and things like that, because yeah, it is. You know what I mean? I want to see, you know, people support because it's a hobby, it's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's not just. Well, it's a deeper conversation, but you know the vibes. What I'm saying, but shout out to Jimmy Harrison with the $5. He said, "Damn, that Final Fantasy is fire."
Yo, facts. Big facts.
Shout out to Jimmy Harrison again with the $10. He said, "Much respect, brothers to Lance Reddick. God bless. Glad to be here, fellas. Let's go. Always here to support." Big shout out to Jimmy Harrison. Appreciate it, man. And Juan Sosa Gaming with the 6 months being a WUPS member said, good morning, everyone. Shout out to the best PlayStation podcast, RIP Lance. And then we got my man Cyber Dragon gifting 5 memberships. So those people that are new to WUPS Nation, spam it with the emotes, man. Let the people know that you are in the building. And then shout out to the general, the El Presidente. My man J-Dub with a $4.99. Shout out to my bro J-Dub, man. See J-Dub doing much, much more content as well on his personal channel. Yep. So, big shout out to my man J-Dub. He said, good morning. I'm just here to find out what games are coming to Xbox. Oh, I mean PlayStation. My bad. Game Pass. Game Pass. Let's go. What? And then Steady Flow. Appreciate you rejoining, WUPS Nation. And I think we got 2 more here. Oh, DC. Shout out to my man DC Gaming once again with a $5. So y'all need to get on that Pavlov. Yeah, we've been on Pavlov.
Yeah,
got a few hours in
Pavlov is dope. Yeah, Pavlov is dope. I like that game a lot, actually. It's scary realistic, like how realistic it is, man. It's a great game. I like it.
It's a lot of because the thing is we only played like the survival thing. We haven't even played like the multiplayer.
Yeah, the game. Yeah. My whole thing to it, like there's so many other games, like everything released a little too close to each other. So like a lot of stuff I got pulled away from with Destiny because Destiny, I do it every year. I come back, I get the max light, do my raid, do everything, and then I go back to everything else. So the past like 2 or 3 weeks, I've been on Destiny, like OD, like that's all I touched. So,
and then shout out to my man TZ the GOAT. Joining the WUPS Nation for a month. He said, what up, WUPS homies? Y'all gotta bring back them COD Sundays. Well, to be honest, Persona been doing COD Sundays with this dog shit Modern Warfare. I absolutely not. I will not do COD Sundays with this game. I apologize. Absolutely. I would join Personas. But when Treyarch come back or when Deviation bring their joint, it's gonna be booed up.
Deviation Sundays.
Yeah, then that junk gonna get booed up instantly. Yeah. But this COD, absolutely not.
This COD is terrible, man.
Yo, real. You be doing COD Sundays, it'd be like an hour and a half. That's how you know this.
And it's crazy too, because back in the day, COD Sundays used to be like
6 hours, bro.
5 hours, 6 hours, man. Streaming, just having fun. Everybody coming through. It's a drop in, drop out type of situation. And Modern Warfare 2 just isn't that type of game that I can stomach for more than maybe 2 hours at most.
Yeah, bro. Like
at the most,
bro. Like you play it, they just like, I got like 8 games. I'm good, man.
I'm good.
You know what I mean?
Especially when they start putting you in them shitty lobbies, man.
Mm-hmm.
But the cheaters, I'm like,
that we get every time.
Yeah.
And they don't be hiding. I think cheaters in that game, that's like, it's like a badge of honor now. Like dudes just be like, yeah, I'm cheating. Yeah, I'm wall hacking. Yeah, I can see.
They don't care. They
dudes
don't care,
aiming like, yep. See,
yo, and then we look at the kill cam, you see it. Like you see them wall hacking, you see them following you through walls and shit. It's like, damn, y'all just don't care no more, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Big shout out to all the DualSense Edge, players out there now, man. I think it finally came out like on retail stores, and I see a lot of people, picking them up, man. So, welcome to the DualSense Edge fam. Yeah, just know that you could definitely tell that we weren't capping about the controller. The controller is amazing. You know what
exactly. I mean?
100%. It's a heightened DualSense controller. You know what I mean? So. Like it's my go-to, to be honest with you. I use it for everything, like RPGs, every goddamn thing.
All I use is the DualSense. I don't use nothing else but the DualSense now. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Because sometimes you'll be sitting back playing the RPG, be like, you gotta press the X button, but you're doing something like I'll be multitasking. So my left hand, I just have in the back paddle, like chilling.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. 100%.
But yeah, let's get into the show, Persona, man, and let's let the PlayStation Nation know the games that came out this week. So these are the games, the PlayStation 5 and 4 games this week for March 13th to the 19th. See my man John Cena up there. This is pretty WWE looking good, man. Looking pretty good. Shout out to Push Square once again, man, for doing this update, every week. PlayStation Blog. Where's the drop? You know what I mean? They used to do the drop and they had a description of the games. Yo, PlayStation Blog, man. Come on, man. All right, so the first game we have here is Happy Basude for the PlayStation 4. Yo, it's funny because we was just talking about this game, you know what I mean? Like debating what does the word mean and what is it talking or what is the game about. And it's pretty much just happy birthday, I think, for the game. Then we got Legends of Hero, Trails of Azure for the PlayStation 4. So the Legend of Hero games is coming out. A lot of the older ones are coming back out, like on PlayStation 4 and like Switch and PC and all that stuff. So it's good to see that people are gathering some interest when it comes to Legend of Hero games. They are definitely long RPG games. So yeah, we'll see if people pick them up and play them. I think it's like more so like strategy, turn-based type game. Mm-hmm. Then we got the Rec for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Vernal Edge for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Blade of Darkness for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Kung Fu. Street Rage. Ultimate Edition for the PlayStation 4. Tricky Thieves.
Yo, what the fuck was that, bro?
I try to do like a Duke, but my bad. Tricky Thief for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Wilson, Lords of Mayhem for the PlayStation 5 and 4. I think I saw this. I saw this in the store. It looked okay. Yeah, the box art looked cool. I think it was. I was like, I paused. I remember when I saw it. Then we got Alice Gear Aegis CS Concerto of Similar Tracks for the PlayStation 5. Is this the indie like Metroidvania game? That's like a hack and slash?
Oh no, you're talking about the one that's kind of like Castlevania?
It looks like Castlevania, but it's like futuristic. It's pixelist.
I don't know if this is it or not. I know which game you're talking about, but I don't know if this one is it or not.
I could be tripping, but the chat will let us know. Then we have I know 1800 Console Edition for the PlayStation 5.
Oh, this came out this week? I remember seeing this in the pre-order store. Yeah. In the pre-order section of the store, and I was like, what is this? And I looked at some gameplay. I said, it's a skip.
Oh, it's a skip? Really?
Hell yeah. It's not my type of game.
I'm guessing it's like what? Like a first-person shooter?
No. This is more of a, if I'm not mistaken, this is more of like a strategy type game.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Let me
it's just coming to console then. Then we have the Arcade Archives is back with Thunder Scepter 2 for the PlayStation 4. Arise, A Simple Story for the PlayStation 4. Backbeat for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Shenso Club for the PlayStation 5. Gorn for the PlayStation VR 2. So this was a PlayStation VR 1 game. So now you got a PlayStation VR 2 update. And a lot of people did like this game. I didn't personally have it, but I heard good things about this.
What is Gorn? What is it? What type of game?
I think it's a strategy. It's one of those, God view games, like, when you're looking like a third person view. But I forgot what it really is. It might be strategy. It might be like a platformer kind of thing, but I heard good things about it.
Okay.
Then we have The Little Prince, a jigsaw puzzle tale for the PlayStation 4. Post Void for the PlayStation 5 and 4. The Dark Pictures Switchback for PlayStation VR 2. So 2 PlayStation VR 2 games. This is a PlayStation VR 2 exclusive as well. For those people that didn't know.
Yeah, this looks dope.
Yeah, I'll definitely boot it up. If it's not this weekend, most likely next week. So we definitely have like an impressions for it. You know what I mean? 'Cause I see a lot of people posting about it, which is cool. Shout out to my man Mooch. He was talking about it as well. But yeah, I definitely want to. I definitely have it. I just got to download it. I haven't downloaded it yet. Then we have Anti-Gravity Racing. Oh, that sounds pretty cool for the PlayStation 4. Demon Hunter Chronicles from Beyond for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Faircroft's Antiques, The Mountaineer Legacy for the PlayStation 5. First time in Paris. Have you ever been to Paris? I mean, Paris.
No, it's on the list. It's on the list. Yeah, it's on the list.
100%. Then Montgomery Fox and the Case of the Diamond Necklace for the PlayStation 5. And it's back again. Montgomery Fox and the Case of the Missing Ballerinas for the PlayStation 5. Peppa Pig World Adventures for the PlayStation 5. Yo, where Kiss Mood at? Kiss Mood!
Where you at, man? Go on platinum that.
Go and get that platinum, man. Then we have the guys for the PlayStation 5 and 4. And last but not least, I'm pretty sure it's a big one for a lot of people, WWE 2K23 for the PlayStation. Then they still dropping it on the PS4 for the PlayStation 5 and 4.
I mean, it's 2K. You know 2K going.
Yeah, but that's a big enough game where people's like, yo, damn, I don't got that PS5. I love me some WWE. Let me
it don't matter. They trying to get all the money. So because they're trying to get all the money, they're gonna put that on PS4. Now going into 2024, if they put that 2024 version on there, I'm like, all right, what you doing?
Yeah, there's a little worry right there. But big. These are the games for the week. Let us know in the chat if you guys are interested in any of these weeks or any of the games that you bought here. Yeah, let us know, man. Have a conversation in the chat as well. We do see the comments, so don't be shy. Don't be shy out here in these WUPS streets. Okay.
Facts.
Yeah, Persona, man. But let's get into the spotlight games for the week, man. And
yes, sir.
You know what I'm going to ask you.
Absolutely. I got you. So listen, guys, we are in the spotlight portion of the show. And for those who don't know, the spotlight is where me and Bari give you a game or games if we decide to break the rules that we think y'all should check out, right? It could be a brand new game. It could be an old game. It could be a game from your childhood. It could be a game that hasn't even released yet. The purpose of the spotlight is for us to give you a spotlight games that we think you, the community, should check out. And for me, Bari, my spotlight games for the week. Absolutely, I'm going to break the rules.
Are you going to break the rules? Are you going to break the rules?
Absolutely.
Are you going to break the rules?
Absolutely. We breaking the rules this week, guys. So first and foremost, I mean, I got to spotlight it again because, RIP to Lance Reddick, Destiny 2 Lightfall expansion. You understand? Fire game. I'm loving the expansion. I enjoyed the story too. I know that a lot of people there was quite a few people that wasn't really feeling that story. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool story. The raid is fun. I enjoyed the raid. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do in Destiny. So if you're somebody that's new to Destiny or you haven't played Destiny in quite a while, you can come back now and everyone is on the same playing field and you can play catch up and you'll get there. It's a fun grind. So definitely Destiny 2 Lightfall, right? The second game, again, Bari, RIP to Lance Reddick. I gotta spotlight it, man. Horizon Forbidden West and Horizon Zero Dawn. These are two games that I think a lot of people should play, right? Because shout out to Guerrilla for reinventing themselves and actually taking a chance and trying something different.
Building something
different. And, mostly being known for, FPS games like Killzone, right? And then going from that to Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West and creating a great franchise from this with a really dope story, really fun gameplay. And from the first game to the second game, you really see the growth and the expansion when it comes to Horizon Forbidden West compared to Zero Dawn. Zero Dawn is great. The story is great. I think the combat is cool and everything. Silence is great in that as well. But Horizon Forbidden West just takes things to the next level. And, that's a game that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. And Silence, again, RIP to Lance Reddick. Silence is in both games and he plays a big role in that. And I think you guys are going to dig those stories. So definitely check that out. Also, Burning Shores came out. It comes out in April, so you want to make sure you're all caught up with Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. You feel me? Then my third spotlight, Bari, is I was going to talk about it, but I ain't going to talk too much. I know we're going to talk about it.
Are you going to break the rules?
I'm breaking the rules. I'm breaking the rules, man. Diablo 4. Because apparently, Bari, I've never played Diablo before.
So you are frauded out here.
Apparently, people want to try to come for me like I don't play games.
You don't have a mouse and keyboard.
Let's get one thing straight. Your boy games out here, okay? Your boy is a gamer. I ain't one of these Twitter dudes that's on here looking for acceptance. Your boy plays games. You feel me? But Diablo 4. I'm not going to talk too much about it because we're going to talk about it in the impressions, but I'm loving it. I'm loving the early access. I have my gripes, but I'll save that for impressions. And then Bari,
I got my gripes. I got my grapes. I got my watermelons. I got a lot about that game.
Then last Bari, and I'm gonna shut up because I know Bari like shut up. So I want to give my spotlight.
Are you gonna break the rules? Are you gonna break the rules?
I'm breaking the rules, man. I'm breaking the rules. The last spotlight game that I'm gonna spotlight is turn-based games, because for some reason everybody wants RPGs to stay the same, but won't buy the games. Buy your turn-based games. Why has Octopath Traveler 2 not charted? Oh, I want more turn-based games. Final Fantasy 16 is not going to be a great game because it's not turn-based. Buy your turn-based games, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm done.
Hey, yo, Persona. You already know that's going to be a YouTube short. Okay.
Of course.
I already got it queued up. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna add to that Persona, man.
Good.
I'm gonna follow in your shadows real quick. I'm a ninja.
Go ahead. Move with it. Go and get down like the Boogie Down Bronx. Go ahead, brother. How I go.
Okay. Let me start up my spotlight game. My spotlight games of the week is going to have a theme, and yes, I'm breaking the rules. Okay, so let me tell you, I'm going to break the rules. My spotlight games of the week, all about Square Enix. Okay, a lot of people want new games. A lot of people's clamoring for these RPGs. But they ain't buying one lick at them. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys on. We have Octopath Traveler 2, amazing RPG game. I'm definitely going to be talking about this in depth as, you know, I complete the game in its entirety. You know what I mean? I want it all, man, when it comes to that game. I want all the legendary weapons. I want to get all the guild, licenses. I want everything in that game. You know what I mean? So I am loving the hell out of the game. The combat is man, end game combat. You know how sometimes when you get to the RPG, you get to the end game combat, and it's just like you got setups that's just like decimating enemies, decimating bosses, man. And I'm just having a great time playing that game, man. Loving the flow of it. It definitely captivated me more than part one, to be honest with you. It still has that one flaw that I had with Octopath Traveler in part one, but I'll talk about that more in like a review kind of thing. But overall, I think it's a wonderful, great game. Everybody's tagging everybody about RPGs and bring back certain games and what's your favorite game? There's a wonderful game out right now.
Bari being messy because
what
the topic and discussion is gonna be fire, but he give you a little glimpse. Go ahead, Bari, because I see where you going with it. Go ahead, brother.
What? A what?
What?
Next game I'm going to highlight here is probably the best game on PSP. In my personal opinion, and according to a lot of PSP owners. Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Wonderful game, man. Playing as Zack Fair's story once again, just in the renewed graphics and, some of the renewed gameplay. An amazing game, man, that, a lot of people claim that this is their favorite PSP game, and they ain't buy either. It's out right now, so you guys can buy it, which is on sale currently, because PlayStation has a wonderful sale going on. Like I said before last week, up to 50, 60%, 70% off on some of these games that, people just magically skipped, that wasn't aware that came out, but still have a whole bunch of criticism for these games that they didn't notice out or played. Next game is Star Ocean's The Divine Force. An amazing RPG game, action RPG, cool battle system mechanic, adding a cool gameplay mechanic or system mechanic or world mechanic with the Duma. The Duma is integral to the story as far as this, what the game is about, Divine Force. But overall, it created some unique gameplay for the series. So now you be able to like hover around the world. You get to boost up in certain locations that you can't get to before. It's just an overall dope game. Very fast paced beat. type game, and pretty much is a dope PlayStation 5 game as well, because the things that people praise, Astrobot, Returnal, Ratchet and Clank, Star Ocean's Divine Force does that as well within the haptics and the, all the things in the DualSense can offer. Another game that I want to shout out Persona is Valkyrie Elysium. Valkyrie Elysium, I know that game wasn't going to be a super popular game because it's a very cult classic type game, but Valkyrie Elysium, another cool game. I'm not saying it's a great game, but it's a cool game to play because the combat system is very, very dope. The story, it's still in the PS1, PS2 vein of storytelling. It pretty much captured the same story beats as far as even the pacing. As far as the first game, a few little things here and there that's different, especially within the Harriers. You're not really engaging with so much, but the combat is so much different here. It's more action. That's why you see less in Harriers. But overall, I think most people that give this game a try, give this game a play. It's on sale right now. Once again, you will definitely enjoy your time with it. Whether the story is captivating enough for you, whether you like games that have like secrets and you have to discover certain things, discoverability. Whether you like that stuff, like you claim for other games, I think you will enjoy that a lot with Valkyrie Elysium. Persona, I'm still going. My bad.
Hey man,
I'm still going.
Listen, the show might be 3 hours after all, man. You feel me?
Sir. Listen. You know how we get down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Another game I want to highlight from Square Enix is Diablo Chronicles. Amazing strategy-based RPG game. Lot of little, nuggets or little cameos from like Final Fantasy within the game. But overall, the combat, the strategy elements is pretty cool and fun and engaging. Anybody that's looking for a strategy RPG, I think this one is a great one to go to. And it's also on sale once again. And the final game I'm going to highlight real quick is probably one of the best PlayStation 5 games in my opinion, and that's Forspoken. Wonderful story. Frey Holland is a great character. Everybody, I'm pretty sure once you get to that end, pretty, boosted with all the abilities that you have, and you see the ending, and you see how powerful Frey can get, man, you're in for a crazy ride, man. I'm super, super hype for the Tonto We Trust DLC that's coming in the summer. I can't wait for that thing to come because if you beat the game, you beat the story, that, Frey, she's got some work that she got to do to clean up Athia. And I'm very, very intrigued to see what is going to happen here with her new role that she has within this world. So yeah, man, those are my spotlight games of the week. All these games you can pretty much get on sale currently, whether a retail or digital store. You could get these games on sale and, treat it like Black Friday. You know what I mean? Oh, I can get this game at a very 50% off, 60% off. Let me get this game real quick. And whenever you get the time to play it, and hopefully you enjoy it to your heart's content. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are my spotlight games for the week. And I definitely broke the rules.
100%, you broke the rules, man. 100%.
Yes, sir, man. But Persona.
Yo.
Before we get into the news, what we got to talk about, man. What we got to talk about, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what time it is.
Podcast without that Last of Us review.
Yo, so let's give our overall thoughts of the season of Last of Us, the TV show. How did you feel in the overall episodes? Your overall, thoughts on the pacing? Your favorite episodes. Episode 9, was that captivating? Was that good? Did that hold you in? Did that lock you in? And anticipations for season 2, man. Let's talk about it, man.
So my whole thing with this season was, okay, I thought it was a great season, right? I do think that I'm trying to find, let me see if this works. I'm trying to be on par with you, Bari. I got you.
Yes, sir. It's a new cam. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got it. We got it. We talk about Last of Us. You feel me? So we got to get the Last of Us. So I think for me, I'm gonna start with this episode, then we can talk about the season, right? I thought that this episode 9 was on point, right? I do think that they did do a lot of things correct where it matched the game close enough. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't, a 1-to-1, but I think it was close enough. I think when it came to the hospital scene, which is something that I went into this episode like, yo, they gotta have the hospital scene. They must have the hospital scene. And they did it great. And I liked how they did because we got to truly see Joel. We got to truly see the monster, the murderer.
Man, John Wick.
That John Wick shit. Yo, facts. I thought that was great. And I wish it was a little bit longer. And just a tad bit, just a smidge more brutal. But for what it was, I thought it was cool. When it came to the relationship being built between Ellie and Joel and seeing that kind of come, see it fully realized and everything towards the end in this final episode, I thought it was cool. It wasn't as sentimental like it was in the game because of certain things that was missing from the show and throughout the entire season. But I think for what this show was trying to convey and what they did with the end, I think it did stick the landing. One of the things that I wish they would have kept was that underground highway scene where you had to get through all those bloaters and clickers, because that would have added to that depth, to the suspense, to the relationship building. But not only that, I wish they would have kept the scene right after that where she's drowning and you're trying to save her and you pull her from, and the bus knocks you back in and all these other things is happening. And like none of that was here throughout this episode and really throughout this season, that sense of danger. I never really got that vibe outside of the first 2 episodes where there was this sense of danger, this sense of, and maybe the David episode as well, where there's this true sense of danger. I just never got that with this, especially when it came to the infected. But in terms of this episode, I thought it was great. I thought it was cool. And they stayed pretty faithful to the game. So I like this episode pretty much.
Yeah, like the episode itself, I felt like it was a great episode. I agree 100% with you. I just feel like my overall sentiments when it comes to the world and the TV show, yeah, there's no fear of anything in this world. You know what I mean? Especially with infected. People just walking around willy-nilly. They camping, burning s'mores, you know what I mean? Let's roast marshmallows. Let's get our Hershey bars and let's have a camp out, a powwow out here in this world. And I didn't really feel any type of danger with the humans wanting to do what they do. Yeah, there was a setups there, as far as the quarantine zones and things like that, but it didn't really feel dangerous outside of humans itself. So this episode was great, but yeah, I did, as much as they did in the hospital scene, with Joel going, ape shit, I wanted more because you've been skipping out, and a lot of these kills and one-on-one engagements where we get the fade to black or the camera will switch out. I wanted to see it all, in that episode. I didn't want to see no fade. I understand that you have to skip out certain things. You're not going to see the man run up in the elevator, floor 3, floor 4. I get that, but I was anticipating much more when it comes to that final hospital scene. But yeah, I overall I gave the show a 7.5 out of 10, and I split it up in pros and I split up in cons, Persona. And if you disagree with any of these, just let me know. Right? I feel like
so you gave the show an 8.5 out of 10 or the whole season.
The whole season a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, 7.5. Okay.
That episode I gave a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Okay. Go ahead.
But here's my pros, right? I felt like the TV show had an amazing start world building. Episode 1 and 2, they set up the infected, they set up how the world is gonna be. And I felt like, you definitely capturing The Last of Us. And I like the new implementations as far as the tendril system and what you're doing with the infected, because they seem like they're gonna be much more dangerous. But
the first 2 episodes were so strong, man. Like it was strong because they were doing a good job of showing like, the very first episode where they show way back in like the 60s where they were talking about like, how fungi acts and all this other stuff and how
Yeah,
it can
bruh.
survive and all that. And then the second episode with was that the second or the third? I forget. With
second.
Thailand and Indonesia with the
Yeah,
scientists.
that
that
was the
second or
beginning of the
third?
second. Beginning of the
Second,
second,
right? And then like, it goes into then they talk about the tendrils and then you see all that. And those first two episodes were extremely, extremely strong. So I agree. And then it tapered off for me, man.
Mm-hmm. Another pro, great character engagements. I felt like what they did with the main cast, even some of the outside casts, I love the engagements. I love the back and forth. I love the conversations that's going on. I like people's selfish desires or their own personal gains or goals and things like that. I felt like it was cool because that captured what The Last of Us is. Everybody have their own selfish reasons as far as why they want to live or what they're doing within this world. So the character engagement, especially with Joel and Ellie, amazing. The build up for Ellie and Joel's bond, much different in the game. This is also a pro, but it can be a con as well. But overall, I think they definitely, got there and they captured that bond between the two characters. As far as it comes to the con, go ahead.
I think because I agree with it from a pro and con perspective when it comes to Joel and Ellie's bond and that being built, because I think I think the biggest scenes or the most important things where it came to the bonding, some of that was there, but I feel like some of that was missing, right? When it comes to kind of that father-daughter role of, again, if we go back to the underground highway where she's drowning, and you're trying to save her, when you have to have her on the little barge thing so that you could bring her to certain higher sections because she can't swim. When it comes to the one scene that they did capture was the scene with her in the room, and he was like, "Oh, you're walking on mighty thin ice." I thought that was a great scene that they kept. And
word the game.
That's and it keeps the bond. But I agree that the way they went about the bonding was a little bit different because they both seemed so distant for so much of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then you really start to see it probably like the last 3 episodes of that true bond, but you kind of see that a little bit earlier in the game as opposed to here. But I thought it was cool.
Yeah, because there's a lot of this. I feel like one of the biggest cons in this show, and I'm skipping to the con because I just mentioned this pro, is they missed a lot of gameplay opportunities to show or build the trust between Ellie and Joel. You mentioned one, her not knowing how to swim, and Joel being there for her to get her to traverse around whatever terrain or environment they got to go to. Also, the fighting against other humans. Yeah, Ellie and Joel, they've been through a lot, and I feel like they skip out on a lot of that stuff, especially when they're infected as well. You know what I mean? Like, they had each other's back in a lot of those situations. I know a lot of people was like, "Oh, it's a TV show. It's a TV show. Don't need a game," but those gameplay portions help build that trust and bond between the characters. So I have to bring it up because that stuff was not really that present here in the TV show.
A perfect example of that would have been, I'm pretty sure you're going to mention it in your cons when it comes to like spending too much time on certain things. Billstown, when Joel gets caught in a trap, he's depending on Ellie to save his life.
Exactly. And that's a gameplay portion. Yeah, but exactly what I'm talking about right there. Yep. Another pro. I'm gonna just knock out the pros before we get to the cons and all that stuff. But overall, I think me and Persona really love the show. So anybody getting upset, it's okay. And even some of the things that we are mentioning here, they have addressed themselves when it comes to season 2. Background story that was left out in the game, I felt that was a great thing that they added within the show. Ellie's birth, amazing.
I love that, man. That was so
amazing.
Fire.
Ellie giving birth to Ellie.
Yep.
Love that. I felt like that was a picture painting right there for me. I was like, yo, boom. Love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The even the backstory with Sarah, what she was doing within the day, new backstory, matter of fact, with Joel, as far as him getting that scar on his face, like he tried to commit suicide between the time losing Sarah and there. Love that stuff. You know what I mean? Amazing character portrayal of the main cast. Bella Ramsey, Pedro Pascal. I think they did an amazing job capturing these two characters that we know for all these years.
Also, Anna Troth, man. Shout out to her for Tess, man. She really did a great job as Tess. Marlene, I forgot the actress that plays Marlene in the show, but she did a great job as well. Also, you know, shout out to Ashley Johnson, who was Ellie, and then obviously Troy Baker, who was David's right hand man or whatever. They did a great job. There was a lot of great portrayals. Sam and Henry, my God, like those two were fantastic as Sam and Henry, man. I love that. That was something that I also was kind of like, when they first said it, I wasn't really 100% on board when it came to Sam being deaf.
Yeah.
I was kind of, I wasn't on board with that a little bit. I was like what?
I think they could have used it more though, as far as him being deaf and showing how they survive within the world, especially with we're going to get to the cons, the infected.
Yeah. But you know, having that in the show and that the way it was portrayed and seeing both Sam and Henry's relationship and how that built up, I like that a lot, man. They did a great job with the Sam and Henry sections.
Yeah, 100%. The heartfelt moments were spot on, in my opinion. And also the new elements were really good. Like the new stuff, like I said, bringing up Joel and him wanting to commit suicide. You know, a lot of the new stuff I felt like was dope that they added in here. So overall, I think the show was great. It definitely had a strong impressions for the first season. But let's get into the cons real quick. The fear of the world, the lack of infected in this world, Persona. I know they addressed it. They said, we heard you. We're going to have much, much more infected in season 2. But the reason why I want to talk about it, because a lot of people were very dismissive, especially when it came to our opinions. When it came to this TV show about the infected, people was like, it's not the game. You want to play the game? Play the game. Yeah, it's a TV show. Man, imagine now the directors, the producers, everybody saying like, yeah, we're going to put more infected in the game. I mean, in the TV show. Bro, they knew going in, it was lacking.
They knew. Yeah, they knew. And the fact that people were trying to dismiss that as, oh, well, it's not going to be 1-to-1 with the game. You know, it's not going to be that. If you want that, then just go play the game. And it's like, what? Like, this whole world is built around that. That is a major part of the world.
Yep.
What are you talking about?
Also,
and I love the fact that they acknowledge that, man, because it gives validity to what we've been saying since the whole season started, Bari.
100%. Also, very few interactions with the infected. He brought up Sam and Henry, and I felt like as much as a lot of people loved that episode, it was a huge missed opportunity there in that episode where they were in that sewer area, and you could have used any type of survival, expertise that Joel and Ellie know about traversing through this world with Sam and Henry, or even showing Sam and Henry's expertise and how they survived, him being deaf and doing hand signs. I thought it would have been a cool setup to have, you remember that separation when it was underneath the little tunnel area where Ellie was with Henry.
Oh, and he ran. And
Joel was with Sam.
That would have been perfect.
I felt that would have been cool incorporating that in the TV show where now Joel have to, look out for this little boy. And he's like, oh, he's deaf. I got to actually use my hand signs. Like, yo, no, stop. I felt like, damn, how did you miss that?
That would have been incredible. Another great section too, that they truly missed. And I'm really surprised that they didn't include this, because this was such a scary part in the game. Remember when Joel fell down the elevator shaft in the hotel, and he had to get through and fight that bloater and find the key card and all that? How do you miss that? How do you not incorporate that into the show? Do you understand how great that would have been to see? How do you miss that?
I'm saying, bro, like it's a lot of interactions I felt like you could have used to help build that bond to make it more believable. Because they're surviving this world. Yo, when what's her name? Marlene was like, damn, I can't believe that you ran across the whole country and got here. I did that with my man and we died. Yeah, I mean, to the viewer, it was like, yeah, they had an easy ass time getting here. You know what I'm saying?
Man's got gifted a car, got gifted an arsenal. I mean, listen, man.
Yeah, you had one little hiccup, you got stabbed, and you gotta, that was a great survival element.
That stat was bullshit too, man. Like, listen, man. The man fell through rebar, man. The man had a whole piece of the wall sticking out his stomach. That little crack in the baseball bat, I'm like,
I'm not too mad at it, but I would have liked the game.
I would have wanted it more brutal.
Yeah.
In a show like this, stuff like that needs to be more brutal to sell it. Because I'll be honest, man, that didn't sell it for me. Seeing him get stabbed like that, yeah, you're gonna be hurt or whatever, because that's a stab wound, whatever. But I don't know, it just didn't sell it for me like that. Like falling from the damn thing would have. And then again, this goes back to showing the bond, shooting your way through how Ellie did with that whole gameplay section. That's a gameplay section I would have liked for them to keep and can incorporate into the show. Do you understand how crazy it would have been to have Bella Ramsey trying to carry Joel and shoot motherfuckers? And that would have been so dope. Yeah.
Those moments is needed. Heck, missed opportunity. Billstown, bro. I don't know what they was thinking with that. I get the build up between the two characters, but Billstown was another survival moment. This man been protecting this town for 20 years. Joe ain't seen this dude in years. How you know where all these traps? So you just had an easy time. Come on, Ellie, listen. No traps. I'm good. And I'm like, what the hell's going on?
No clickers, bloaters, or nothing.
Nothing. Everybody wanted damage control. Bari is wrong. Bari, you was wrong. If you guys missed a legendary debate on Sick Humor TV's channel, definitely go check it out, because everything that I've said, the directors, the producers were like, yeah,
they mentioned
understand. It. We understand. Because there's no way you build that up and then not have no clickers or nothing in that world. Craziness. But the last thing, and Persona, I think you're going to disagree with this, Con. Episodes just felt rushed.
No, I agree. See, and that's where that's where a lot of it started to taper off, because when you get to like the first 3 episodes, they're over an hour. And then it's 55 minutes, 52 minutes. The last episode is 43 minutes.
Really and truly, it was like 40, because they had a long, catching up in the beginning that was like good 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it ended quick early to explain the after thing.
43 minutes for a season finale? I'm speechless. What? Hell no. We're talking an hour and a half plus. This season, every episode should have been at least an hour and 15.
At least minimum.
At least an hour at least an hour and 15. I hope going into the next season, because Neal Druckman said, and I think his name is Mason. I forgot his first name, but Mason.
You like Craig Mason?
Craig Mason or something like, yeah. They said, they heard you about the infected and all this other stuff. I hope they hear people about the length of time, because you got a lot of money for this, and I think HBO has a lot of faith. Like, all right, one of the most popular shows, breaking HBO records and whatnot. Oh yeah, all right, we're gonna make this a lot more in season 2, which I think is great.
This show will breaking records.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So big shout out to PlayStation Productions, man, because, when we was questioning a lot of this stuff, when it came to PlayStation and doing these TV shows and movies, really and truly, it's paying off for them. You know what I mean? However you feel about The Last of Us TV show, it's a huge success. However you felt about Uncharted, huge success. You know what I mean? And what else other TV shows is coming? We'll see what they're going to do with that. But overall, it's been a huge success. But what's your overall review for the season 1?
Season 1, I'm gonna be honest, man. Season 1 for me is sitting comfortably at a 7 out of 10. I think they did a lot of great things right. The concept is here, but I think certain sections of this show, there were too many missed opportunities to really flesh out and really make a lot of these episodes shine. I think what they did show was great. Certain moments were great, but I feel like when it comes to The Last of Us, certain things need to be fleshed out more and need to be much more grand when it comes to the presentation. Now, obviously, budget constraints and all that play into it, which I understand. But I 7 out of 10 overall for the series. I think it was I enjoyed what I watched.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good score for it. And yeah, like overall, I think majority of people's thoughts on the show is positive. It's just those little details that we wish they would incorporate within it. And now that it's such a huge success, now you know, they can like, yeah, let's up the budget a little bit more and like let's give the fans what they want. You know what I mean, when it comes to it. But overall, yeah, I loved the Last of Us TV show. I love the conversations that came from it. You know what I mean? You know, whether I disagree with you or agree with you, I enjoyed, you know, talking to people about the show. But yeah, I'm looking forward to season 2, man. We're definitely going to see. They also said that in season 2, it's going to be, well, part 2 of the game. Part 2 of the game for the TV show is going to be 2 seasons. So they're not going to do the whole entire, yeah, as it should. They're not going to do the whole entire season with this part 2. So rightfully so. Part 2 is a much bigger game than part 1 for The Last of Us. And yeah, I can see them, you know, separating. Maybe they're going to mix up the 2 stories, but I can see them incorporating a lot of the flashbacks and things like that.
I think the first season, the second season of part 2 is going to be the first season of the second version of the game. Part 2 of the game is definitely going to be. I actually think it's going to start where it left off in the hospital, and it's going to start with Abby finding her father, you know, dead, and kind of, you know, I think it's going to be a big focus on Abby in this season. And 100%. Then, you know, towards the end,
part 2 is about hate and vengeance and violence. It's going to be much more visceral for sure.
Yeah, they're going to definitely show the lead up to Joel getting killed with Abby for sure, 100%.
Yeah. Might end the season with that. We'll see. But
oh boy, that's gonna be funny.
Yeah, Persona, man. But that's our Last of Us 2 talk. Well, Last of Us 2 talk. Well, Last of Us TV show talk. We see you guys in the chat. A lot of people giving 9 out of 10s, 8 out of 10s. Like I said, overall, a lot of people enjoyed the show. So yeah, we're not tripping off of that. I think Last of Us TV show, great success. And I just want them to continue that success within season 2, 3, 4, you know, however they want to do it. With it. We're going to be talking about Last of Us again later on the show. So definitely stay tuned. But we got some interesting opinions, man, when it comes to it. But let's get these super chats before we speak about Diablo. We have Jimmy Harrison with a $5. He says 7.5 for me. The reason I give it a 0.5, even though the last episode was short, I really wanted to see Joel go hand bone in the hospital. That was key. Yeah, I mean, yo, that scene was dope. It's probably the best scene in the goddamn TV show. Yeah,
it was a very great scene, a good scene, 100%.
And the scene that, well, I felt like The Last of Us captured the facial animations and things like that wonderfully from PS3, PS4, PS5 anyway. But seeing that in live action again, man, that lie, and she's just like, okay. You're like, oh man, you know what that okay means, man. And seeing the conversations come up again, man. You know, we had these conversations back in 2013. You know what I mean? We're talking about Last of Us and the ending and how it should be, how Joel is. Just seeing that conversation come up again, you know, with people that didn't play the game is dope. And I think they executed that wonderfully.
Yeah, this definitely is going to reignite that conversation for quite a while, especially leading into season 2. And when Joel dies, hey, yo, the internet is going to be on fire for like,
yo, you know what's going to come back? That whole Team Ellie, Team Abby, that's going to come back too.
Yep,
season 2.
Come back. Yep,
going to come 100%.
Back. Yep.
Yo, then we got my man Viper Reef's Corner with the $4.99. He said, "I'm actually looking forward to the other shows they got coming. Originally, I didn't want anything to do with them. I didn't want anything to do with them. Yeah, I think that's how we felt too. Our sentiments. Well, outside of God of War, I was really hyped for the God of War. I was like, yeah, bring that. But I was like, damn, you know what I mean? We'll see how it goes. But overall, I think the execution, the budget, the production value has been great with these PlayStation production stuff. Then we have Jimmy Harrison back again with a $5. Say, hey, Bari, we have the same taste in certain games, my brother. We need to talk. Hit me up one day. I appreciate you, brother. Absolutely, man. I'm always down to talk about games, man. Then we have Jenna Hayes with a $5. So you guys are the only black dudes that represent Diablo 4 on some tube good stuff. On the tube good stuff.
Yo, shout out to Jenna. Appreciate you.
You say you black dudes. Well, Persona look a little lighter, man, because that camera crispy.
Hey, man, I told you it's capturing my proper skin color. Now you guys understand what I was saying all along. It's there in the face. Here you go. Go ahead, Bari. Say what you gonna say. Go ahead. Why you see how you look? You see how you look? Go ahead, Bari. What you gotta say? What you gotta say? I told you that I am the color of butterscotch. Nobody wanted to believe me, though. It was the Elgato's fault. It wasn't my fault. Now we got a proper camera that captures my proper lighting, that captures the essence of everything. And now I don't need to lie. Sir?
You ain't butterscotch, but it's okay. It's okay. But let's get into these Diablo 4 impressions, Persona, man. How we feeling about Diablo 4? Do you want me to start or you want to start? How we want to
go? Ask the question again.
Diablo 4 impressions.
Let's talk about the negatives because we gotta talk about these negatives, man. Screw that, man. Yo, listen. Yeah, I love Diablo, right? I'm a big Diablo fan. I played Diablo 3. I've already proven that. Right. Diablo 4 is definitely a game I'm looking forward to very much. And when it came to this early access, definitely excited. Can't wait to play. But one of the biggest issues, they did fix the queue. Let me shout out to Requiem because they did. Because I checked it this morning. The queue issues were fixed. They are fixed. So
is there no queue or there's a queue, but it's not long?
Okay. No. There's no queue. Like as soon as you click, any button to go in, you go into it, right? So they fixed that. But yesterday there was definitely a lot of issues that had me feeling some type of way. Where they said he looked like a Nature Valley.
Nature Valley? Damn.
They said I look like the nature. I'm a color of the Nature Valley bar.
Hey, yo, this dude Chuck say you a Heath bar. Hey,
man, the chat cooking me.
Chuck telling his age right there. You know what I mean? A Heath bar? You know that man above 35, right?
Yo, facts. Yeah,
a lot of people ain't catch that, Chuck, but I caught it. But
when it comes to the issues with the whole queue things, I was feeling some type of way yesterday because I had my night planned out. I was going to stream the game, play, answer anybody's questions, give my thoughts on what I think and stuff like that. And the queue stuff definitely turned me off, but they did fix it. So I'm like, all right. So that's my only negative when it comes to that per se, because I still need to really dive into Diablo, which I'm gonna do today. But playing, in terms of my positives, I think the game looks cool. I think this story with Lilith is really interesting so far from what I'm seeing and what I'm playing. She definitely looked like, she looked like she gonna be a problem once you actually fight her, man. She is going to be a major problem. One of the other negatives too, and this is not necessarily a negative, but I'm pointing this out because, when it comes to other games, Bari, you know what they say? Oh, I don't like when you guys when games have quest markers. When this feels so convoluted, and oh my god, what's all this on the screen? Oh, this is so terrible. Oh my god. When it comes to Diablo is one of the most cluttered games when it comes to a UI, when it comes to a menu, and all of that. It is cluttered, and I don't hear a peep from the community when it comes to, oh, well, like Elden Ring's just better than Horizon because, with Horizon, with Elden Ring, they don't show me where the quest markers are. They don't show me where I need to go, which I love because, I like to use my book. And, I like to write in my book. And when I write in my book, then, I like to write the quests down in my little gamer book. And, oh, my God, it's just not so convoluted. Like, no one, like, I'm not seeing that with Diablo. Which goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, we got to keep it a stack. It goes to show.
Keep it a beam.
When it was Horizon and Elden Ring, it's a problem. But when it's Diablo, oh, I have no issues.
Well, Persona, let me play devil's advocate.
What? Now let me steal something from you, boy. You play the devil's advocate long enough, you end up being the devil. Now hold on.
Play the devil's advocate. A lot of not everybody had the game yet. You know what I mean? This is a very closed, very small play tests that people are doing, right? No, nah.
I mean, listen, you could buy a chicken sandwich and get a fucking beta code. I want you got dudes buying chicken sandwiches to get a beta code. Motherfuckers buying a chicken sandwich that's 2 chicken buns, 2 chicken patties as chicken buns between cheese and bacon. Talk about I'm playing Diablo this weekend.
Yo, that's crazy.
Like, I don't want to hear that. You feel me? People are playing this game. Trust and believe. There's a lot of people playing this shit.
It's gonna be funny. The people that eat that, they trying to eat it like mad fancy. They got like a knife and fork. Like, oh, let me cut this up. Like, but let me tag along with a lot of things that you said here. When it comes to it being convoluted, right? I mean, it's a typical Diablo map. I'm not really too mad about that stuff, but
yeah, I'm not. I'm just poking fun.
The menu system with this game is atrocious. If this is a play test and this is it's going to be in development still, they're going to listen to a lot of feedback. Fix that menu system. It is very hard for you to pick like like a weapon or like a armor or leg pants or boots. Like, goddamn, you got to go all the way into the bottom to be picking that stuff. Rather than like, if you want to select it within the actual character description, it's so hard to pick, especially if you have any dual weapons. So I'm using the rogue, dual blades. I think the warrior or the barbarian got like the dual axes and all that stuff. It is so hard to individually pick one of these things, man. Picking like abilities. I don't know what the hell is going on with abilities, bro, but you start unlocking these abilities and I guess they're tied to specific face buttons where Diablo itself, you always could put whatever ability in whatever face button. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a weird choice of what they're doing here.
Nah, you can change that. You can move around the assigned abilities to different buttons.
Yeah, I know, but it's very convoluted how they did it. Diablo, the previous, especially 3, was just way easier. Like, I can just cycle through ability. Oh, let me map it to triangle. Let me map this to this one. Is like, I gotta, let's assign the ability. It goes to the assign screen. It has like a top row, then a second row, and then you gotta finagle around it just to get it to the whatever button that you get. Watch, you gonna see when you start unlocking, like when you have like a whole bunch of abilities unlocked, it's gonna become harder. I'm like, what the hell? What is this? Hopefully this is just an early playtest, and they, people can give the feedback with it. I'm definitely gonna give my feedback with it, but yeah, the queue times, I'm gonna talk about it, man, because the queue time got me playing a game that I ain't even like that. Yo, bro, the game kicked me out and then tell me I got a 90-something hour, 90-something minutes queue time. I said, absolutely not. You know what I mean? I packed that thing up, got up out of there, and went to Call of Duty. You know what I mean? But hopefully you guys said that the queue times are fixed. So yeah, we're gonna give it another run back.
It's fixed.
But yeah, we're getting to the positives now. We can get to the positives.
All right, so the positives for me, man, one thing about Diablo, man, the gameplay is so addictive, man. Like, it's so fun, so addictive. Playing through the missions, playing through the side missions. Last night, you know, I waited that long time, Bari. It was like an 80-minute wait, but I waited and I got
patient.
in. Yeah, I waited. That's why I was in the space yesterday because I was waiting. And you know, when it comes to the actual gameplay and playing the game, I'm using a barbarian. I'm gonna try to use all three just so I can kind of gauge how everyone else is per se. But playing as the barbarian, which is more of like the tank, I'm enjoying it so much, man. Like, you know, the combat, the fighting, the story, like I said, is really engaging so far from where we're at and what's going on. Really has me intrigued. When it comes to the boss fights, you know, a couple of the side mission boss fights that I fought. First off, the side missions that I was doing, it was some pretty good side missions, man. I did one side mission where I had to find this lady's husband. His name was Fobard or something like that, over in one of the other towns that's like much further in the map. And getting to him, like, you know, I had to protect her and all that stuff. And then when we got to her, we saw this lady that was actually she was pretending to be one of the townspeople, but she was really a demon. And she had this dude chained up to this tree and was stabbing him in the stomach with daggers. I was like, yo, it was like a really like dope side. And this was just a regular side mission, bro. So when it comes to the actual gameplay, the story, presentation, the combat and stuff like that, I'm really loving it. Diablo is really good at being like having a really good and really fun and addictive gameplay loop. And when it comes to this, you know, I started, when I finally got in, it was probably like 10 o'clock or so. I ended up playing till like, no bullshit, 1 o'clock. And like, I just lost track of time. Like, Diablo is one of those games where you can lose track of time. It's a great game. So I'm loving it so far, and I can't wait for the full release.
Yeah, I agree. The gameplay loop is very addictive and fun.
Hold on. The stream is buffering.
Lagging.
Yeah. All right. I think it's back. It's back. You're good.
Are we good to go, guys?
Yeah, you're good.
Is it good for you?
They're saying it's chopping up.
Hold up. 1 second. Not telling me nothing here on OBS though. 1 second, guys.
Check the YouTube.
I'm gonna start back.
All right, they're saying good. They're saying good now.
Are we good to go?
Yeah. Yeah, it was skipping on my end too, so I saw it.
All right, hopefully we good to go, guys. But yeah, the gameplay loop is pretty dope and fun. I do enjoy the rogue class. I think it's a really fun class with the whole stabbies and, you know, daggers, and you got the range with it. I'm looking forward to, you know, unlocking more abilities with that. I am intrigued with the whole sorceress or the wizard class or whatnot. But I was like, you know what? Let me just it's a beta. Let me try the beta out, and then, you know, we'll figure it out. You know, week 2 or whatnot. You know, try a different character or whatnot. And it's not the final game, so, you know, might as well just try out, you know, whatever characters. But yeah, I agree. The gameplay loop is good. I personally feel like it could look a little bit cleaner and sharper, but once again, it's an early beta. I'm not really tripping about that. Cutscenes look amazing. It was a little choppy at times. But overall,
there definitely was some choppy cutscenes, especially when you meet Lilith in the church and it's going down that stained glass. It was some mean
we all got some frame drops right there, because we all say, yeah, it was lagging there. I was playing with Persona and my boy Dre yesterday, but I really haven't booted up since I got booted, and, you know, they're talking about 90-minute wait. I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
That's when we went to COD. It was like, let's go to COD, man.
Yeah, because I think other people got kicked out too. It's like, you know what? Nah, I'm not doing this one. Yeah. But overall, gonna be playing it later on today. See, you know, hopefully that queue time is fixed, and hopefully the whatever issues they have is fixed with it. So you can tell that they're actually working on something. You know what I mean? Sometimes when a lot of people do these betas or whatever, it does be issues throughout the whole weekend. You know what I mean? They're not working on nothing, but you can tell somebody's working behind the closed doors. But yeah, I think this game is going to be super popular, and yeah, I'm pretty hyped for it. And if you pre-order, you get like 3 days early from the release date. So I think that's pretty cool, because in my personal opinion, it's launching in a bad date, right next to Street Fighter 6. But it's good that you got that wiggle room of like 3 days to play. You know what I mean? Level up your characters.
You know what it is though too. Diablo got pulled, man. It's like really and truly, Diablo is also a juggernaut that's releasing. So I think with it releasing so close to Street Fighter 6, I do think that those are just two juggernauts that's going to be going head to head. Thank God that Final Fantasy 16 is 3 weeks after that, so they ain't got to deal with that bullshit. Yep. We good to go.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. But yo, Persona, let's get into these news.
The news?
Yeah, we finally get into the news, bro.
We just get into the news? Oh, what?
Yeah. Yo, honestly, it's not that much. So, you know what I mean? That's one thing the WUPS boys we know we are very good at. We can give y'all a show. You know what I mean? You here for 2 hours or whatnot, we'll give that to you.
Absolutely.
But yo, they finally gave the full lineup for the PlayStation Plus collection Persona. And let's talk about it, man. Let's get into it. Where now we see the whole games catalog for March. You know, we got prior news from the PlayStation State of Play and other little articles here and there. But now we got the full launch lineup. So let's get into it and let's see what's revealed. So was this announced in the place? Oh, it was. Uncharted.
Yeah, Uncharted was announced, and Tetsuya and all that stuff. That was announced for sure.
Yeah, so Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. This is 2 games, 2 amazing PlayStation 5 ports. You guys I'm pretty sure you guys played Uncharted, but yo, no cap, this is like some of the best looking games this generation with these 2 games right here, bro. I still got so much screenshots that I ain't even post yet from playing these 2. And
Legacy of Thieves collection is incredible, man. Definitely highly recommend.
Yeah, and if you played the game before or you got any platinums or any like say 60%, it's gonna load up all those trophies again. Under the PlayStation 5. Yo, can you hear that ambulance or no?
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah.
Really? Okay, yep. Maybe because I'm talking. All right, so the next game we have here is Chia. Man, every time I see this game, it just it's looking better and better and better and better and better, man. Yep. Very, very hyped for this game. Looks like it's going to be one of those cool exploration type games, and I mean puzzle solving and whatnot. And using the abilities, Metroidvania type style, Zelda kind of style type games. And yeah, I mean it looks cool, man. I like the art style, I like the vistas, I like the graphics of the game, and I'm very, very intrigued to play it. Like I know it's coming to PlayStation Plus, but I'm going to support the developers.
This, man. Yeah, I'm buying this. I'm gonna support the devs on this one.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I know that's a
taboo thing. That's a taboo thing to say. Like, PlayStation already support the devs because it's coming to the service.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if something look good and I like what's going on, I'm definitely going to purchase it. Next game we have here is Rainbow Six Extraction. So this is the tactical 3-player co-op shooter. I think this came out early in the generation. Oh, this generation.
So this came out. I think it's January 2022.
Oh, it was January. Okay, yeah. Oh, was it January 2022?
Yeah.
Or 2021? It might be earlier than that. I think.
It might have been 20. It might have been 2021.
Yeah.
No, it was no. It was 2022.
Oh,
they delayed it. Yeah, they delayed this. I remember.
So anybody that's fans of Rainbow Six, Tom Clancy type games, this is also in the collection. Ghostwire Tokyo coming to PlayStation Plus as well, man. I think this was a cool game. This is a dope PlayStation 5 game. Wasn't the greatest of games, but I enjoyed it. I like the abilities. The open world.
It's also releasing at an interesting time because there's some DLC that's dropping for this as well.
Yeah. That's
going to be coming as well. So, if you got this game and you love it, you might be able to pick up that DLC.
Yeah, this supports the PlayStation 5 fully. Like if you're looking for those games that fully support the DualSense, this is that game right here. The open world is pretty cool. It can get a little repetitive because you're doing the same thing over and over for like good 20 hours, 30 hours, depending on how long you want to play it, depending on what difficulty you want. But I enjoyed it. I like the banter between the ghosts and the guy. I forgot the name of the dude. It's been such a while since I played the game, but Overall,
even though the combat was repetitive, I do think that it was still cool for what they were trying to do with the whole signs and all this other stuff and pulling out the souls and all that. I thought it was an
yeah,
interesting concept.
it's a beautiful looking game too. I like the
Yes,
enemies.
it
The
is.
enemies are pretty cool. If you like Japanese culture, there's a lot of that stuff here in this game. I really and truly I don't know why people slept on this game. It's not a bad game. I'm not saying like it's no God of War or Elden Ring or whatnot, but it's a great game, cool game to play. Yo, this shot me here because I know they added Life is Strange a couple of months ago, but now they added True Colors here to it. So True Colors is coming to PlayStation Plus as well. And
It's a cool game so far from what I played. I still got to finish this, but I do like this new character that they chose. Man, she's got a good vibe to her, and it's an interesting story so far. So shout out to True Colors. Like her abilities, is kind of different from Max's. So Max's ability, she could rewind time and all this other stuff. With her, she is able to actually feel other people's emotions, and that's her power. So if somebody else is feeling angry, she'll feel that anger, and she'll use that or whatever and be able to like
that's
do
a
different
powerful
things. So,
ability right there, bro.
yeah, it's crazy. It's one scene in the game that's just crazy, bro. But I like it, man. It's a cool game.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool, man. Then we got Immortals Phoenix Rising coming.
Fire, yo,
PlayStation
incredible
Yeah.
game.
I'm surprised people.
I
slept
love
on
this game so
too.
much, man. Yo, play Immortal Phoenix Rising. This game is fire, man. I love this game, man. Play this game,
combat
guys.
cool too.
Play
Big
this
game
game
too. The world is pretty
Yes,
big
sir.
in this game. It's not a small
And
game.
the DLCs are great as well. It's a lot of play Immortal Phoenix Rising, please.
Very
It's a
very
great game.
funny game. The writing in this game is pretty dope. Immortal Phoenix Rising.
Yes.
And we have Life is Strange 2 hitting
Garbage.
PlayStation Plus as well. Yo, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot coming to PlayStation
Incredible.
Plus.
Incredible.
Craziness, man. And then Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition. This is a very, very smart move from PlayStation here. Coming to PlayStation Plus as well. And then
Get people hyped for Street Fighter 6. Smart.
Yo, because this is the Champion Edition. This is like
Yep,
you
it's
got
got
all the
everything.
characters. Got all the characters in here.
Very smart.
And the Until Goose game. You know what I mean? I think this is like
Untitled.
oh, what I said? Until?
You said Until Goose. Untitled Goose.
Yo, I definitely zoned out a little bit.
Like you said, Until Goose.
Yo, bro, scroll back to the camera. If you guys scroll back to the video, I wasn't even looking at the screen. I was just like, yo, Until Goose.
Until Goose.
Untitled Goose game.
Yes, sir.
Highly acclaimed game from the critic
What? You good, brother?
critics out there. But I never played it. So I can't say. Yo, then Final Fantasy Type 0 HD.
Fire.
Fire game. Sadly, the camera's still bad though, like the PSP edition but overall, it's a dope game. Very like mature type Final Fantasy type game, even though like much younger, they did with like, kind of like high schoolers or I want to say, but it was still like a very mature type game. Yo, it's not stopping, bro. Rage 2.
I bought this game. I shouldn't have bought this, man.
Nah, Rage 2, the gameplay was dope. The story was like it was poo-boo though.
Right.
But I felt like the gameplay was mad fun, man. It's a short game too. You can beat this game in like 8 hours, bro. It's a short game.
Short.
For how big the world is, it's a very short game. I beat this game and I was like, damn, I beat this at the end? Crazy. But I liked it. I liked the shooting. It was pretty fun. And then Neal, The World Ends With You. Another Square Enix. Yeah, man. Another Square Enix hit coming to PlayStation Plus. And this is for extra and premium, by the way. So if you got extra or premium, you getting this is all a part of the game's catalog that's coming in the service. It's still going, Persona Haven.
I was gonna pick this game up too.
Yeah, I didn't pick this one up here. What is this? It's an RPG adventure about love. Okay.
Yeah, it's so like they're stronger together than apart. and so like they play up into the gameplay and whatnot. It's a pretty interesting RPG.
Looks interesting, man. Yo,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about it, man. And then we get to the classics, where we got Ridge Racer Type 4 PlayStation 1 game coming here, and Ape Escape,
Oh, yeah.
Ape Academy 2 for PSP, and then Siphon Filter Dark Mirror from PSP coming.
Man, I think they done released the whole Siphon Filter series.
I think this is the last one. Dark Mirror is the last one, right?
Yeah, this is it.
So yeah, what's your overall thoughts, man, on the PlayStation Plus games catalog for extra and premium? Like, what's your review for this month?
Yeah, I got to be honest, man. This is an extremely strong month. This month when it comes to the PlayStation Plus and Premium. Or I should say extra and premium. They did their thing, man. This was great. I would give this an A.
This is an A plus me. This is one of the best months of like games catalog offerings ever. Yo, you have Uncharted Legacy of Thieves, 2 games, PS5. Dragon Ball Kakarot, you just got a free update for that game with PS5. Ghostwire Tokyo, PS5. Also a new game.
Brand new.
Chia. You know what I mean?
Chia. Why
if you got your, I do the same thing too, bro. So it ain't no. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
If you want your multiplayer first person shooter fix, then you have your RPGs. Yo, this is an amazing month. There's nothing wrong about this month. You even got a fighting game in here with Street Fighter.
Yep.
There is nothing wrong with this.
And
month,
there's a lot of RPGs in here too, man.
Yep,
a lot of JRPGs and RPGs.
Neal, World Ends With You. Yo, the music in this game is amazing. The combat system is interesting. Like, it's very actiony, but it is definitely a big step up from the first one for sure. But yo, using your pins and the flowing with it, the characters are pretty dope. It has like a Persona vibe to it as far as like the stylistic approach that they chose with it. If
music
you guys
is
played,
good.
yeah, if you played Neo, if you played The World Ends With You, I think it was on Wii. Yeah, it was on Wii or Wii U, one of them. There's also one on a 3DS as well. Play that, you're gonna like this one as well. You're gonna like this one a lot. But yeah, strong. This is an A plus for me, man. A plus for sure. Like, they nailed it 100% here. Whoever is in charge of Adam Mitchell, Mitchell. Hey, man, you are doing your thing. The last couple of months for PlayStation Plus and even the games catalog with premium extra, yo, you are giving people a reason to subscribe. You know what I mean? Oh, I want to take it up a notch. Let me go up a tier. You know what I mean? So yeah, I give it to them when it comes to this. So yeah, that's the PlayStation Plus games catalog. And just to also introduce what we've been talking about when it comes to PlayStation Plus, and they've been spot on. You know, a lot of people think that PlayStation Plus is this old school, old games that they're putting in a catalog of games. They're introducing here a new game coming to PlayStation Plus as well, called Meet Your Maker, coming day one into PlayStation Plus. This is not extra or plus. This is not extra or premium. This is just essential, right? Essential.
Yeah,
what they call it.
Yeah.
And it's coming April 4th. It's like a builder type, like RPG type game. We'll run a trailer here. It looks pretty dope, man. If I didn't put my birthday and run a trailer, it looks pretty dope, man. 1 second as I put this in here, guys.
Yes, I thought with this Meet Your Maker, when they showed the trailer, man, the combat looked pretty cool. And the fact that like it's got like this builder approach where if I'm understanding correctly, you can build like your own levels and build your own like sections or whatever, and like play in other people's levels and all this other stuff. And like there's like these different builder types that they have that you have to run through their levels and their sections and whatnot. It looks cool, man. It looked like a interesting game. Unfortunately, it's releasing at a time that's like there's too many other things coming out, so I'm not gonna be able to get to it right away.
It's for those people that like if you subscribe to PlayStation Plus and you're like, yo, man, I look forward to the monthly games every month. You know what I mean? Yeah, like it's great to know that a service that you subscribe to is getting new games here. You know what I mean? Whether, let's say, like you do like the game, hopefully, you know, you buy it or whatnot. But overall, it looks pretty cool. Is it something that I'm super interested in? Not necessarily, but is this is just strengthening the argument that, you know, or the myths that people think about PlayStation Plus not offering new games day one. You know, they do, and they do it a lot. And that's 2 months back to back where they're doing it. So
Yep.
just showing a little
100%.
gameplay here and there with it. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. If you're interested in those type of stuff, definitely go and check it out. You know what I mean? But let's talk about some Horizon real quick, Persona, man, because they going fully into that PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? There's
Yes,
no
sir.
PlayStation 4 holding them back. So with the new expansion Burning Shores, they are fully harnessing the power of the PlayStation 5. They had a quick little interview up here with Matthias DeJohn, where he talks about the capabilities and the power of the PlayStation 5. So the first question being, and then you, right after the question, you probably, you know, give your thoughts on Persona. What's your first impression when first learning about the power and capabilities of the PlayStation 5 from a developer perspective? So one of the main important things here, we already know that Forbidden West was a PlayStation 5 and 4 game, but it was built for the PlayStation 4 in mind in development. So he's saying here, Horizon Forbidden West was a very visual game. So the promise for more CPU power and memory meant we're going to be able to add even more quality to the image. The gameplay wise, I was looking forward to being able to play at 60 frames per second, which they did. I think they went above and beyond on that too. This was high on my wish list as it works so well with the combat gameplay as they're fighting with the machines. They spoke about the SSD and all that stuff as well, but I ain't no technical savvy dude. We'll continue to the next question, where this is the question that I think everybody was waiting for, Persona, when it comes to this joint. How have you taken advantage of the PlayStation 5's power to create Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores? This is what we was waiting for, because I'm pretty sure everybody was like, what they saw only on PlayStation 5. What's going on here? So one key priorities with Horizon games has been the ton of detail and richness in our environment. On Horizon Forbidden West, everything we added or increased was something that we needed to have planned around to optimize for the PlayStation 4 as well. On Burning Shores, since we just focus on the PlayStation 5, we've been able to charge forward. We're really excited about what we have been able to pull off in creating this stunning post-apocalyptic version of Los Angeles. Persona! We already get a little glimpse here, because now we're seeing flying just right from the rip. You know what I mean? Like, yo, have you anybody in here have you booted up the PlayStation 4 version of Horizon? Or nah, you just like, nah, I ain't going.
Hell nah, man. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not dealing with that, man. Yo, listen, when it comes to this, man, this is what I want to see, Bari. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to hear. This is what I want developers to do. Take full advantage of the PlayStation 5 without any strings. They Ultron out here. There are no strings on me. You understand? And this just gets me that much more excited for Burning Shores, because we know Horizon Forbidden West looks incredible. It's one of the most beautiful games out right now. Like, there's no game that has released that looks better than Horizon Forbidden West right now, as of right now, right? And the fact that that was being made with PlayStation 4 in mind, and they were able to pull that off.
Yo, real talk.
And now they're focused on PlayStation 5 only with this Burning Shores DLC or expansion. My eyes not ready, Bari. My eyes are not ready. And I think when it comes to this DLC is gonna be like 20 hours of content, man. Like this not gonna be no short little 4 or 5 4 or 5 hours. No. We talking like 15, 20 hours of gameplay here.
Yeah, because their last
I'm ready.
expansion was pretty long. It wasn't short at all. Like, especially
Yeah.
if you're doing all the side missions and looking for all the little knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bones, you're spending over 20 hours in that joint. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And yo, Frozen Wilds wasn't an easy joint too, man. Yo, like Frozen Wild was pretty tough. Like you can have your Aloy at like max level when you finish the game, but your Frozen Wilds, you have to level up a little bit, man. Cause them polar
like,
bears and them joints was like they were pretty aggressive. Depending on your difficulty, of course, but
I can't wait to see their take on Los Angeles and how it looks and all that, man. I'm really excited for this DLC. Very excited
because
for
you know it's gonna look better. Like Horizon Forbidden West, amazing looking game, but yeah, it's still PlayStation 4, in mind. But this is gonna look much better just on a visual perspective. You know what I mean? So very, very excited, for Burning Shores for sure.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yo, shout out to my man Jack moving the building, man. You know what I mean? I got to the second battle of Jiggy Battle League. I got to see the last one though, Jack, man. But yo, that was very, very entertaining for sure, man. But very, very excited for Burning Shores, man. This is coming out next month as well. April 19th.
April 19th. Man. Yeah, man. April 19th. Yeah. It's gonna be April is gonna be a wild month, man. It's a lot of great games dropping.
Yo, Persona, so Gorilla wants you to stop your Elden Ring hate. Because they were asked here, what is your favorite PlayStation 5 game release so far? From a developer perspective, how do you feel it best takes advantage of the hardware? They didn't really go into that detail, but he answered here. I sank so many hours into Elden Ring on my PlayStation 5. I was really impressed by everything it had to offer, but I think God of War Ragnarok wins it for me in the terms of character design and overall visual splendor. You know what I mean? Elden Ring fans, eat that.
I'm feeling good, man. He said what I thought he was gonna say. He got it right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He got it right.
Yo, so let's talk about this real quick, man. When it comes to The Last of Us Persona, shout out to Kind of Funny Games, where they had an interview up with Neal Druckman, and in this interview, it was something was mentioned. Oh, Greg asked about, I think, factions or the next upcoming game, and Neal answered like this. So I'm gonna play Persona, and I'll let you know when it's done.
Of different things, and we picked the thing we were most excited for.
And factions is somewhere in there. Not that I'm fishing. I'm not fishing. I'm just saying we're still getting factions.
The Last of Us multiplayer game is our next big title, and you will hear much more about it later this year. And I'm stoked for it. It's
same.
It's that one's like an interesting experience for me personally, because this is the first Last of Us game that I'm not the primary writer, I'm not the director, so I get to see it more from the side and play more of a producer role and more of a mentor role. And that to me is really exciting. And what the team has put together is so cool. And again, it's very different than what I would do because it's made by different people. But that to me is part of the exciting, is to get to see other people play in this world in a leadership role, and see how it comes together. I can't wait. I can't wait to be able to show it off.
No, we can't either.
Again,
Persona, The Last of Us Factions is their next big game. How big is this shit gonna be? They're not talking. I don't think it's gonna be like that's a simple multiplayer. They're looking at this as a full game.
Nah, this is a full-fledged live service game. Like this is one of the 12 big live service games as far as I'm concerned. And they've been talking about this. Neal Druckman has mentioned this quite a bit of how ambitious this game is and how big this game is and what they're trying to do here. I remember last year he said, this is definitely going to have its own story, its own characters, its own world, its own people, and obviously and all these other things. Like this is going to be huge, man. Like this is not just a Factions 2 tacked on multiplayer. This is like this is on the level of its own. Like it we can pretty much call this Last of Us 2.0. That's what I mean. Or 2.5, I should say. 2.5. That's what this is. Last of Us 2.5. And if they do it right, which I have faith that they will, because Naughty Dogs is legends out here. If they do this right, Last of Us, Factions 2 is going to be my main multiplayer game. That's going to be my main shooter for a very long time to come.
You know what I think they're going to do here with Factions that's coming up? I feel like you remember what the Uncharted games, how the multiplayer had like these co-op missions that you can do. I think it was like up to like 3 or 4 people that you can do, especially with part 2. I don't remember if 3 had it. I don't remember if 4 had it. I think 4 did have the co-op stuff. I think they're going to expand upon that, where it's going to be much, much bigger and grander. Like you have that PvE stuff. You're going to have your PvE. It's going to be both for sure. This man says it's going to be it's our next big game from Naughty Dog.
I think it's gonna be like Destiny.
Yeah, that's perfect right there. Yeah. As far as the how it's structured, the PvP, the PvE, you know what I mean? Whether it's gonna have like some hub world or not, I don't know. They could treat the Factions like that, you know what I mean? That would be dope, but no lie, that got me a little excited. We're still waiting. We still got to see a little trailer. I wish Neal would have brought another concept art there. But shout out to Greg for fishing that out there, because let's say Greg didn't ask that or lean towards that, Neal would have probably skipped that whole sentence that he said about them doing the Last of Us Factions and him not being like the executive producer, but he's looking at other people create the game and all that. That would have probably just got skipped. So that was actually good interviewing right there from Greg. Asking that, man. And I got that tweet from BG. I think BG screen recorded that. So shout out to BG for actually doing it, because I was looking. I'm looking on Kind of Funny's YouTube channel, but I don't see it. I don't see it there. So that actual interview there. But yeah, man. I know a lot of people in here is excited for that. So we can't wait to get more information.
They gotta knock that out the park, man. There's a lot of pressure when it comes to Factions too. So
do you think the next time we see it, we're gonna get like a release date? Most likely a window or something, right?
Nah. Bari?
Nah?
Hell, no. What I'm saying is, damn all that. We need a release date. We need like 30 minutes of gameplay. And nah, there is no, here's a little teaser trailer. No. This needs to be a whole blowout. Like real talk, this shit needs its own showcase type of thing, like its own state of play of like 25 minutes of Last of Us update or some shit like that. No.
Oh, so let me ask you this now. Do you believe now it's going to be free to play, or you got to pay for it?
Oh, no. This is going to be something you pay for, brother. You hear how the man talking? Hell no.
A lot of people said that this is going to be free to play.
I was one of those people, man. I was one of those people who thought that it needs to be something that I thought it was going to be something that was going to be free, because I originally thought that it was going to be something that was kind of just going to be like an add-on, kind of like how Ghost of Tsushima did with Legends, where it's just a multiplayer mode that may have like a couple of quick story missions, a raid or something, or something that's more PvE focused, but still maintain that PvP aspect that everyone has grown to love when it comes to Factions 1. But how he's talking here, and how long it's been taken to get this game out and all that, this isn't some just.
I feel like it's going to be a lot of story elements to something like this. You know what I mean? Probably some new characters going to be introduced, and people going to fall in love. Like, oh man, this is from a multiplayer game, but there's cool characters here. I mean, so we're definitely going to see. But very, very excited for the new Factions game. And ain't no updates.
Let me ask you before you move on. Let me ask you this question, Bari.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that so remember, there was supposed to be a multiplayer coming to Last of Us Part 2 that didn't never come. And now we're seeing this with Factions 2 become its own thing. And their next big game that's most likely probably barring gonna be $60 or $70. So I'm asking you this question. And I know you're gonna answer truthfully, but I'm just saying it for the stream. Answer truth, and answer, give me speak from the heart, okay? Do you think that the community is going to be in an outrage if they show this and it's $70?
Yes, I feel like a lot of people is going to be in an outrage, but anybody that's super excited and looking at the actual content that hopefully they can convey to people, like, hey, this is what you actually get in here, will quench a lot of those $70 because once people see the $70, they're gonna be like looking under the microscope. But if
not only that, but a lot of people are gonna say, oh well, you guys are gonna pay $70 for something that you were supposed to get for free. You know how people are. Oh, this should have been for free because we never got a multiplayer for Last of Us Part 2.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, once it's shown and they show that it's much grander, much more big experience, I'm like, it's going to quench a lot of those worries or those.
Oh, but I agree with you there. That I agree with you. If what they show is this substantial, it's just monumental. Of course, we're all going to think, all right, I get it. I get what they were trying to build, and I understand why they charge and what they charge. But there's going to be that group of people, Bari, that going to say, oh, well, this still should have been free because we never got the multiplayer for Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So ladies and gentlemen, be prepared because it's coming.
Be prepared. Y'all know what movie that from. But y'all know who this person is right here. Shout out to the legend. Shout out to the legend himself. Shout out to Uncle Shuhei Yoshida.
Yes, sir.
Being honored at BAFTA, where they're saying here, industry legend, gaming pioneer, and indie games lover. It can only be Yosef, aka Uncle Shu. We're honored to be awarded Shuhei Yoshida with the 2023 BAFTA Games Fellowship, BAFTA's highest accolade for incredible impact he has had in the games industry. Yo, platinum Shu up, man. Shuhei Yoshida out here, man.
Hey, Shu, where you pulling up? Come through to WUPS, man.
Listen, man, I'm so proud of I mean this with everything, man. Shuhei Yoshida is a legend to me, man. This is like a superstar to me. If Shu ever come, I'll crumple, bro. Real talk. Shu, that's my guy. You know what I mean? And that's for him to be honored with this award. I don't know too much about the BAFTA, to be honest with you, but it seemed like they saying that this is one of their highest accolade. You know what I mean? As far as what this company or what they do, the industry, what they do. That's a great honor, man. Because Shuhei been in this industry for years upon years upon years. And the fact that, he can maintain within this industry and still be impactful. You know what I mean? He's not even like developing games or doing anything like that, but he's still being so impactful by, highlighting some of these indie games that we're seeing here on PlayStation. I think it's a great thing, man. And it's well-deserved. Somebody that we know in this industry that does put in the work and we see it 100%. You know what I mean? And we're honored, man. Shuhei Yoshida. Get that man some trophies out here, man.
Yo, come up. Get that man a platinum, man.
Shout out to Uncle Shu, man. Great honor, man. Great honor.
Great honor. Fire.
You know what I mean? We just had to announce that. But Persona, moving along though, man. Was that a bird? Was that a plane?
Who knows, Bari? What is that? No, it's a PlayStation exclusive Superman.
Listen, guys. You already know we had to talk about this. Yeah, shout out to my man Jazz in the bill. I see you, Jazz, man. You know we had to talk about this, man. We don't necessarily believe it, but you know damn well we gonna spread that butter.
Absolutely.
You know, we gonna spread that peanut butter, that Nutella. You know what I mean? We gonna spread that jelly, that jam. You know what I mean? Whatever you put on your bread, we gonna spread it out. And we're gonna talk about this, man. So, you know, we don't like to, you know, talk about this whole acquisition here on WUPS. You know, but sometimes we gotta, you know, we gotta dive in it a little bit. We gotta dive in it. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Back in the day, they used to call me the clam. You know what I mean? I was a great swimmer. They used to call me the clam. I go in that pool and I just go. You feel me?
Yo, you funny, bro.
But all right, Persona. So the CMA, you know, obviously they're leaking little documents here and there as far as what's going on between Microsoft and Sony when it comes to this acquisition of Activision Blizzard. So the recent one came out saying that, you know, they had a little excerpt here. The figure shows the impact of PlayStation exclusives releases on Xbox console sales has been redacted. This applies for big titles like God of War or Superman. There has never been evidence that exclusivity for one single franchise can drive console sales redacted. I mean, we'll definitely, I think that's bullshit, but let's talk about the highlighted Superman thing, Persona. Do you believe it? What are these lawyers doing? Oh, is this the chess move that Microsoft plans to play here by just talking about games that we know that PlayStation probably not even doing? What is going on here, man? Superman, is Henry Cavill coming to play? Let me chill.
Every time I think that I'm out, this Activision Blizzard bullshit pulls me back in.
Every week, man. It's like Tekken. It's like Tekken 8 trailers. They come out every goddamn
I
week.
purposefully ignore this shit, bro, because it's gotten so stupid at this point with all this information that keeps coming out that none of these fake Twitter analysts know about. They don't know shit. Like respectfully, they don't know shit. All right, like they ain't no accountants. They ain't no analysts. Everyone is hoping for the deal to go through because they want to be able to brag. That's what all of these people, these so-called journalists, influencers, everyone that's like, oh, just push the deal through. It's all for bragging rights. Like, really and truly at this point, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm being honest, I don't care. I really don't. But in terms of this Superman stuff, I truly think this is a typo because when we go back to, look at some of the biggest launches of last generation for PlayStation in terms of sales, God of War and Spider-Man were two of the highlight games on the PlayStation 4 platform that reached 20 million 20 million copies sold on a PlayStation, just on a PlayStation platform. So I think when it came to that, I think this is nothing more than a typo. There is no Superman game exclusively being made for PlayStation. This is all just a typo, a severe. I don't know how you even mix up Superman with Spider-Man, but it happened.
It gotta be purpose. Like this is done on purpose, right? Like these are lawyers that's writing up these documents. These are lawyers presenting their case as far as whether they want to get this acquisition to go through or not. How do you make
crazy?
a
mix up like this? This could like ruin like if this was like in a trial, like this could ruin, like that would mess up like that could be like a big mess up where like
like what's the name? Is it like what is it called? Like when you lie, like obviously we don't know if this is true or not. I don't believe this is like real. I think this is just a mishap.
Yeah, I think they meant Spider-Man. I think they meant God of War and Spider-Man.
Yeah,
no, perjury is where you lie. Perjury is where you lie under oath.
Yeah, under oath. Yeah, right.
I don't necessarily think something like this is perjury. I just think it's a mistake, right? But sometimes mistakes can cost a trial. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to something like this, I just think this was just a mistake, typed up wrong or whatever the case may be, or drafted wrong.
But how you not correct it though? You know what I mean? Like, okay, like how did this get presented to the CMA? Like, I'm pretty sure everybody like look at these documents. They got like hundreds of people looking at these documents. How does this get out?
I just think it's just a mistake, man. Like, people are human, man. So
What
really,
persona?
truly, I just think it was something that just got overlooked.
What if it's true?
I'm not going to entertain that.
Not going to entertain it?
Nah, it's not true. Right
right.
Yeah, it's not true. Yeah, I'm not entertaining.
We ain't going to entertain it, guys. Listen.
It's not true. And even if it was, fuck it. Let's entertain it. It's the show, right? We on WUPS. Let's entertain it. Fuck it. If PlayStation was making an exclusive Superman game,
over. Yeah, I see why Microsoft.
If PlayStation got Microsoft, got Marvel and DC character properties under lock under their shit, it's over, bruh. It's over. Imagine if DC let Last of Us create a Batman game. Jesus Christ, bro.
Listen, man. Listen.
Some of the biggest franchise IP properties, like Superman, is huge. Like, that's one of the most profitable properties under DC. Imagine having that exclusive to PlayStation. Crazy. And
PlayStation is a company that you can trust to know to make a good Superman game. However they execute it. But listen, Microsoft, I'm gonna help y'all out real quick. If this is true, and PlayStation has an exclusive Superman game, it's over. Okay? It is over. Okay? It is over. Yo, you're not gonna have these dudes with Spider-Man, Wolverine,
and Superman.
Supes. Over. You already know they got a good relationship with WB.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Maybe this is testing waters.
I
Suicide
doubt
Squad.
this is true, though. I doubt this is true.
Yeah, I doubt it's true.
I highly doubt it. Yeah, I highly doubt it.
I think it was a huge mistake, but I'm just saying, like, if we just diving into that world,
but you gotta preface that, because people listening are taking out of context. See, they think this is real. They're trying to, so you gotta cover all bases, man.
But let's get into the quick news, Persona, because we got two.
We got a couple super chats as well. Shout out to his name is D Doc. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, I work with lawyers, Bari. They ain't all that smart.
Hey, listen, I believe some of that. Yeah, I do believe some of that.
And then I think Viper had gave a super chat, or somebody else. If you look at the activity,
I see it. Yeah. Viper Reefs Corner with a $4.99. He says, so where are the people who said Horizon Forbidden West wasn't being held back? I kept hearing that it's a beautiful game and it's not being held back. Common sense, man. Did we get Oolong? Shout out to my man Oolong T with the $9.99. He said, I believe they will end season 2 with Joel, with the death of Joel. Season 3 will kick off with Ellie, get the backstory. But in between all, we will see more of the different drama between the factions. Yeah, season 2, like part 2, you're definitely gonna be divulging between those factions for sure. You know what I mean? What was the cultist people that was balling their head off?
They were
I forgot their name.
I forgot the name of them. I just remember the WLF.
But damn, like showcasing that.
I forgot the cultist names.
Somebody remind us in the chat. But gonna see that stuff. And
I'm sure they're gonna divulge in those stories. The Seraphites. Shout out to Blackbeard.
Yeah,
Seraphites.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna divulge in those stories as well, because you've got Lay and his sister, and all those other people. Like, it's gonna be all that happening.
Mm-hmm. They're probably gonna have a whole episode with this Lay. You know what I mean? Going through that backstory and all that.
Yep.
But let's get some quick news before we run these trailers. Where we got some cool updates coming to the PlayStation 5 where Chrono Cross Remaster has a new patch that came out where it adds 60 frames per second support. Improvements keep coming. So yeah, they've been improving on this game. They had like a little patch update, after the whole criticism and all that stuff, but now they're going even above and beyond where they're adding 60 frames per second in battle. So yo, that's a cool thing right there, man. This is a huge game that was highly acclaimed back in the day. Loved this game on PS1. But yeah, the Radical Dreamers edition, it had a lot of issues when it released. And yeah, it definitely suffered where people was like, damn. You know what I mean? I remember the PS1 days having issues, but you brought the same performance issues with the PS4. You know what I mean? Like, but it's cool that they're updating it, and hopefully people get to trying it or buy it. You know what I mean? Another quick update here is we got an update with Far Cry 5. I personally didn't buy Far Cry 5, but we got an update here saying you've been waiting long enough. Welcome to Hope County. Experience Far Cry 5 in native, and I mean native, 60 frames per second. Available on the PlayStation 5. So yeah, so 60 frames per second boost is now here for Far Cry 5. So if that was, people's holding back on that, now you can play the game in that buttery smooth 60 frames. You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on any of these two updates? Interested?
I own both of these. I own both of these games. So I'm glad to see that they updated it, and I'll check them out at some point. Not no time soon though, because too many other games. But I think it's good for the people who are interested.
Okay, so yeah, Persona. Let's move on then. We're gonna be showcasing some trailers here, guys, and then we're gonna get into the topic. But a game that I think both of us are interested in, but the release date is
It's a little spooky. It's a little spooky, man.
Atlas Fallen, man, had a recent Rise from Dusk gameplay reveal, and I'll be honest with you, Persona, I'm loving the gameplay, how it's looking. So let's run the gameplay and we can just talk about it, because I think this game looks very, very good. Very, very interested in what's being showcased here. Loving the movement, loving the combo structure. My fantasies are tickled, man. My fantasies are tickled.
I'm digging the world, the traversal. I'm getting big Forspoken vibes from the traversal of this game. When they got into that combat, I'm big, combat's got to be on point when it comes to these types of games. And that combat is looking proper. I'm not gonna lie. Combat looks really fun. I only wish they would show us like a mission, or us running through, because I feel like these little gameplay cuts that they're doing, it's not, for me, it's not enough, man. And this is not just with Atlas Fallen. This is with a lot of developers that have been doing this lately, where like they're giving us these quick little gameplay cuts and not necessarily giving us a chunk of the game that we can kind of just look at and analyze and whatnot and get a gist of. But from what I'm seeing with this new gameplay trailer and what they're showing, it looks great. It looks really fun. I'm liking the powers that I'm seeing. I'm liking the traversal. I like the world as well. And I think this is a game that's going to suffer from what Forspoken suffered. People are looking at this, because I've seen people on Twitter talking about, it looks like an empty world. They said the same shit with Forspoken, and it's enemies all over the fucking place. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. This is a game. I was saying this on Twitter as well. This game is releasing at such a weird time because Zelda's a juggernaut, man. Like, you don't really want to put a brand new IP that close to a juggernaut. And so I think with a game like this, I think it's gonna get kind of fall to the wayside, because a lot of people
especially
are not really
new IP.
Yeah, it's a new IP, and I think when you check, with a game like this, it's a brand new IP and it's around another megaton hit. The news of Zelda is going to drown this game out, unfortunately, which sucks. But I do think that I am going to pick this up and check this out, and it's got co-op, so you can play with a friend with this. So
yeah,
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, like gameplay wise, it got me. I'm very intrigued to see what this game has to offer. Yeah, man, like I'm loving what I'm seeing. There's nothing really that I'm saying here that looks bad to me. Like even the visual perspective, you know, I remember when it first got shown, I think was Summer Game Fest, it got shown. Like the trailer that they show, like whatever the cutscenes, you definitely see like some like frame pacing issues here. And it's in these gameplay segments, everything looks smooth within the game. Obviously, it's not like you said, a big gameplay portion. I think this is just like something that they just want to reveal real quick. Maybe they have something down the line talking about it. But yeah, May 16th is gonna be a rough releasing the game around this time. You know what I mean? Especially around a game like that. Yeah, I think Tears of the Kingdom is yo, who said yo Bari think it's mid. Yo, that's what people's gonna say without playing it, without looking at trailers or whatnot. People's gonna definitely say this game is mid because they're not picking it up. But me personally, I'm gonna be picking this up. I think this looks good. The gameplay is down my alley. Everything that I like about action games like this is down my alley. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm very interested in Atlas Fallen. I'm very interested in it. I think the world looks cool and all that too, man. The sliding and give it to me, man. Give it to me. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. But yeah, May 16th is when it releases. But yeah, hopefully, Focus Home Interactive or Deck 13, they can
Skill Up got more gameplay. He actually has gameplay. Oh
really?
Oh yeah.
I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out later. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, this looks good. Oh, this looks good, Bari.
Yeah,
it looks good.
The game look fire, man. You know what's another game that look fire? Introducing Tekken 8 Martial Law. Yo, so we got a martial law trailer, and yo, Tekken been on point, man, dropping these trailers, man. They've been very consistent. We got 2 this week. And yeah, yo, I think Law look amazing here, man. That's
incredible.
That's the visual pop that's going on in the game. It just looks you look like, yo, I want to play this character. Like Unreal Engine 5, what they're doing for Tekken on a visual perspective. I'm not even talking about gameplay yet. It's selling it, bro. It's selling it.
Yeah. This looks like I think Tekken, they did a good job of aging up the characters. Most of them except for Paul. Paul looks stupid as fuck. But
yeah,
Law looks great, man. Like when you see like the definition, pause by the way, but like the definition in his body and his muscles and all this other stuff and how he's fighting and whatnot, I'm like, yo, this is going to definitely be a spectacle to see when it comes to watching these Evo matches and tournament fights and all that stuff. Oh my God, bro, this game is gonna be fire, man. I'm excited too, man. I'm picking this up and I'm gonna play this as well. This looks very promising. I'm loving what I'm seeing with Law.
Seeing more of this whole heat system gets me more intrigued as far as how the battle mechanics are gonna work in the game, because you're doing some cool shit. What I'm looking at here, the heat obviously does more than what I'm going to mention here, but it looks like
makes a lot of things safe.
That as well, but it looks like what they're doing here is that they're eliminating movement options to make it much easier. Like before, like when you do a screw in Tekken and you knock somebody back, you're going to make sure you have to dash up properly, right? Just to get that extra hit. If people don't know how to dash properly or do the run dash and whatnot, you won't get those follow-ups. And I mean, I think they want to eliminate a lot of that stuff where it's like, yo, you don't know how to dash or you don't know how to properly space yourself to get the follow-up, pop this button, heat, and you run it up in there and you can continue a combo. I think that's the goal, what they're going for here with the heat. But obviously it gives you more, like you just said, your plus and stuff. You got armor. You're going to see some armor stuff when it comes to King. There's obviously more properties and utility towards it, but I think that's the main gist of what they're trying to do with it. Because we're not really seeing them doing like a typical Tekken combo to dash up then. You know what I mean? Especially those long dashes that you get. Some characters, after a screw, you knock them super back and you have to do like a super long, deep dash. A lot of people don't know how to do that stuff playing the game. And I think they eliminated that with the heat system, which is cool. You know what I mean? More people that's going to have more fun playing the game. But yeah, visual wise, man, top tier, bro. This is crazy. This is what a fighting game can look like, just harnessing the power of PS5.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Imagine what Street Fighter could look. And Street Fighter looks beautiful. Don't get it twisted. But like Street Fighter, imagine what Mortal Kombat. And these games are gonna look incredible on like a next gen only console. But I think with Tekken 8, I think they're going in the right direction when it comes to that aesthetic and that look. And I'm loving these character trailers, man. They're showing, it's not 30 seconds. It's long enough where you can actually get a gist of how the characters fight.
Fact. It's not 30 seconds, but it's really truly 20 seconds. But really truly it's 15 seconds. You know what I mean? But nah, Law looks amazing. I'm definitely looking at Law like, Law
on the squad.
Yeah, I always play with Law, but it's not like a main character. It's just like, all right, let's just have fun. You know what I mean? But
I want to see Brian Fury. That's who I'm waiting on.
Law looking like a possible main if certain people don't get announced here. But let's talk about another character that's looking amazing, Persona, man. Let's talk about the boy King. So I'm liking what they're doing here with King, man. He looks much more fun, much more vibrant, much more, alive within the world. And they Tekken 8. It's looking good, man. It's looking
Tekken
good.
8 looking great. Yeah. King always been like a scary character to fight.
I don't like fight King.
But in this, he just looks even crazier because there was one move that he did when I was looking at the trailer where he used like this he used the heat drive or the heat rush, whatever they call it in here, and like it made him safe to extend his combo. Mm-hmm. Like, cause like he was like dude was falling on the ground and he got the bounce, and like I seen the heat kind of just hit the enemy, and then King comes in with the grab. I'm like, yo, hold up, bro, what's going on here? Yo, King looks great, man. He looks phenomenal. He looks phenomenal here, man. Like real talk, he looks phenomenal.
Yeah, there's something that he did. He got a pedigree, which is crazy now. There's something that he did right here. I'm gonna pause it right here, bro. This part right here is
there. Go right there. Like, he just did it. So yeah, after that, he does like this little heat drive thing that like it's like almost like a fireball he did on the ground. It hits the enemy and then he rushes in right behind it.
Bruh, he's comboing from a grab, bruh.
Oh my God.
That's a screw. He's comboing from a grab into another grab. That's crazy, man. He looks great, man. He looks great.
Yo, he looks broken, bro. He looks so broken. I love it though. I love it, man.
Well, that move is pretty easy to break, but yeah, but King, that's the visual flair to pop. The mask is looking very detailed. You know what I mean? Just looking dope, man. You know what I mean? Like this stage looks amazing too, like an octagon type stage. Looks pretty cool. Damn, look at that. Sheesh. I wonder what the damage scaling is gonna be with King. You know what I mean? That's in game in general, because it's very aggressive, very more offensive. Look at that, bruh.
Oh my God.
Yo, listen, the heat system is definitely something that people better learn.
Study. Yep.
Yeah. And a lot of people said this is his Tekken 2 octopus hold move that he does here. They put it in his rage art. I never really rocked with King, to be honest with you. I never really picked him up. I know a few friends of mine that main King that used to annoy me, but I never touched King. I'm gonna be honest, not once. Like Law, I know I touched Law before, but King, I have never touched King ever in Tekken. All the games, never touched him. But it definitely looks really, really good. I can see people like, I'm playing King here for sure.
Yeah. Brian and Law have been like ones I love using.
Yeah, Law is very super popular, man. But yo, guys, that is pretty much it when it comes to the news for this week. So if you guys made it this far in the show, here are your trophies. Yeah, and we appreciate the support that you guys have shown towards the channel, man. If you guys like the content that you are listening to, all the people that's lurking, if you like the content, if you enjoy it, hit the like button and subscribe, man. You know, we're definitely on the road to 3K subscribers here at WUPS. And yo, the support that you guys show, like, we're a very small channel, but you guys definitely, you know, you guys lock in, man. You tap in. The people that support you guys tap in and definitely show a lot of support. So with that being said, I forgot to mention this early in the show. Next week is our giveaway stream. So you don't want to miss next week, guys. So for all the members of the channel, we're going to have, you know, like a raffle giveaway like we do normally through Streamlabs. And we'll have some stuff there for, you know, subscribers as well. But yeah, we just want to show our support or just our appreciation for the support here on What's Up PlayStation Podcast. And if you don't mind, you know, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you guys enjoy what we're doing here. But Persona.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into the topic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you guys thought that we was going to do a podcast and not talk about this here. New hardware. Persona.
Speculation. A
PlayStation 5 Pro. Does that sound bad to you? Talk to me.
But this is great for gamers. Did you hear that?
Yeah. It came out clear. Okay. Came out clear.
But this is great for gamers. But this is great for gamers.
It's back. That sound 1-to-1 like the original.
It do? Really?
Yeah, it does.
But this is great for gamers.
Bro, if you didn't say you lost it, that one is different. That one's different.
They're an anomaly. Yeah, I gotta change that one.
I'm a neutral.
Nah, man, I gotta be honest. I don't feel like we've tapped the full potential of the PlayStation 5 yet. And so for me, looking at it, I'm thinking it's kind of like a mess situation for me, in the sense of, if they do or don't come out with the PlayStation 5 Pro, it means no never mind to me, because I don't think we've seen the full potential of the PS5 OG to begin with. So I don't necessarily see the reason for a PS5 Pro to come out this quickly, especially with the PlayStation 5 being, you know, selling as crazy as it is right now. Like, I think PlayStation 5 is now finally hitting its stride and getting over all of the pandemic and chip shortage woes that I feel like I don't really see the need for a PS5 Pro right now.
But does it sound bad to you?
No. I don't think it necessarily sounds bad, depending on what they, you know, the route that they go with it. But, you know, end of 2024, sure, the console been out for like close to 5 years at that point, but I don't think it's a terrible thing.
Listen, man, I'm sorry, PlayStation Nation. If they drop a PlayStation 5 Pro tomorrow, it is getting bounced easily. They don't need it. Yeah, they don't need it. But I know me, I'm buying that thing tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Easily.
100%.
Y'all can sit there and talk about, oh, we don't need it. I am there day one with a PlayStation 5 Pro tomorrow. Okay? No hesitation. Not at all. I'm not even going to be like, do I need this? Absolutely, I need it. Absolutely, I want it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for the more power, the more capabilities, especially on the PlayStation side of things. Keep me in that ecosystem, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's a little ridiculous talking about it now. You know, I think people are just coming up with these conversations because they're looking at the timeline when it comes to the PlayStation 4 Pro. It's like, oh, it was like 3 years after the PS4. Oh, let's bring up these conversations again. Let me build off the hype as far as like a possible PS5 Pro coming. So yeah, it's just typical stuff. But as we're learning here, as these generations are progressing here, they're becoming much longer and longer and longer. You know what I mean? Staying tied to one hardware for 7, 8, 10 years, I don't think is it's not as good as it was like back in the day. Technology is just moving much faster. PC gaming is moving much faster at a rapid pace. Consoles definitely going to have to keep up. Am I saying that you need a PlayStation 5 Pro this year or next year? Absolutely not. We're finally seeing that we're getting PlayStation 5 only games now this generation or this year. We definitely don't need one for sure. But if they were to announce one like end of this year or next year, listen, I'm gonna be truthful to myself. I'm buying that shit. I'm saying,
I would pick it up as well, but I'm not really clamoring for it either, though. Like, I'm not someone saying, "Oh yeah, they need to put out a PS5 Pro." But if they would announce it and say, "Oh, you know, it's got more power with this, it's got this, that, blah blah blah," I'm good. You know, I'll definitely be there day one.
Absolutely, man. So yeah, I see the talks. I see the talking points that people are bringing up, but yeah, I don't think PlayStation needs a PlayStation 5 Pro right now, but eventually I think it will get there because like I said, generations are getting much longer. You know, PlayStation 3 was what, over 10 years? PlayStation 4 was damn well, PlayStation 4 is still going, to be honest with you. I mean, it's been over since 2020, so that's what, 7 years, 7, 8 years for PlayStation 4. And we're in the PlayStation 3 now, going into its 3rd year. So yeah, I mean, the generations is getting longer and longer and longer. And I can see why PlayStation will want to do like a mid-gen refresh, just to extend the length of the generation. You know what I mean? Technology is moving too fast. But yeah, that's just our quick little thoughts on it. As far as like what people are saying and talking about, we definitely was going to talk about it. But another topic that I want to talk about here, and shout out to my man J Main, where he brought up a good point here when it comes to remakes and remasters. I personally don't agree with it. I understand where he's coming from, but I don't agree with it because there's a lot of new games that's coming out, and I feel like a lot of people are just ignoring these games. But I don't know why if anybody faulting the developers or publishers when it comes to remakes and remakes, because this is clearly what the consumer wants. So let's get into what he said here. So J Main made a tweet yesterday saying the highest rated games of the year so far are remakes and remasters. What does this say? What does that say to you about the state of gaming? Not good if you ask me. So this came about because the recent Metacritic for Resident Evil 4 remake was really high at a 93 Metacritic. I didn't even know that. At a 93 Metacritic. And a lot of people are coming up with this, you know, this thought pattern where they're saying like, this is not a good take, where the remakes and remasters are the ones that's reviewing highly and, you know, scoring highly. And I guess obviously the new games aren't. But from my perspective and what I see and what I view, this is right. This is down the alley as far as what gamers want. Because when the new games do come, you're quick to call it mid without playing it. You know what I mean? If they don't review well, you're not gonna play the game to see if it's actually bad or not. You know what I mean? Like any type of new games that's coming out, I see that, let's say it's below a 80 Metacritic, people quickly dismissed it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're not giving your own perspective and your own thoughts. You're giving a multitude of opinions and saying that these are the highest rated games. Obviously, yeah, because they're critically acclaimed. So I get where the argument's coming from. But you yourself have to play these games yourself to see if it lines up with the critically acclaimed. And I think there's a lot of new games that come out that people ignore and they miss. And that's why people have this feeling, because guess what you guys are playing? You guys are playing the critically acclaimed remakes and remasters. You're not going out your circle. You're not going out your way to play any new games. You know what I mean? Just even say like, oh, this was a pretty cool game. There's many new games that came out this year. Many new games that came out this generation. But yeah, obviously, you know, what these publishers, this is what they've been setting up for years. People miss these presentations, these earnings calls where Capcom, where Sega, where all these companies were saying that, yo, people are not buying our new shit. You know what we're going to do? We're going to start remaking the games that people love. Resident Evil 2 remake. All these new games, remasters coming out. You know, Sonic games coming out again. Sonic collections and all this stuff. All these collections is coming out. Dead Space remake. Yeah, because people, they catch on to what the gamers actually really want. They want the old games to come back in a new way with these remakes. Final Fantasy VII remake. Square Enix is now going fully intact now when it comes to these HD remasters and remakes, because they know these are the things that's going to guarantee sell, get them money. The new shit, y'all are not buying. And I mean, I personally, J-Man, I respect J-Man a lot, so this is no disrespect, J-Man. I personally find it weird that gamers find something like this to complain about, because this is what you guys are playing. This is what you want. What is a complaint? Who cares if it's a remake or a remaster that's getting highly acclaimed? Some of these shits is new. Like, a lot of new elements is being put into these games anyway. You know what I mean? But I don't see this as like a bad thing in gaming, especially if this is what is driving gaming, the sales, the talks. That's my opinion.
So my whole thing about all of this is, who cares what the score is? You know, my philosophy is, if I'm looking at a game and it's something that I can see myself playing, more than likely I'm going to give it a chance. If it's a bad game, then I'll take a L. If it's a great game, great. In today's time with where we are, and I don't think it's everyone, but you know, this is a conversation that we tend to find ourselves at multiple points throughout the year. Every single year we find ourselves having these conversations over and over, and the same thing gets said, and the same thing gets said here with what I'm about to say. You know, I don't care about Metacritic. I truly really don't, because if that was the case, I would have played Avengers, I never would have played Destiny, I never would have played Babylon's Fall. There's tons of games I just never would have played if I was somebody that really relied on Metacritic to really guide my purchases when it comes to games. I don't do that. I've never done that. Now, use Metacritic to crack jokes? Absolutely. 100%. And I always look for the J Bari reviews, you know, because, you know, on Metacritic and whatnot. Those are jokes.
Yeah,
but
that's satire.
Yeah, that's satire. That's all jokes. In terms of me looking at something and saying, oh, all right, it's got the score, I'm not going to buy it. No, I wouldn't have played Star Ocean 6. I wouldn't have played Valkyrie Elysium. I wouldn't have played, you know, Diablo Chronicles, which is what, a 70 on Metacritic or something like that. I wouldn't have played Forspoken. These are games I love, man. I still need to finish Diablo. These, like, I'm enjoying gaming, man. Like, I like, and just to piggyback off what Bari said, like, yo, this is what people keep saying they want. And people keep talking about nostalgia this, nostalgia that, and I miss this. I miss the days of gaming with this, that, and the third. Well, you're getting that shit now. And now we're you know, people are like, oh, well, where's the new stuff? You're not buying the new shit. You're not buying none of it.
At all.
You're not buying the games. What is the company to do? You're not buying the games. Everybody is crying about turn-based games. Why did Octopath Traveler 2 not chart?
Tag you left and right. Bring back this RPG.
Why? Why is no one playing Jesus, man. Echo
Chain Echoes.
Chain of Echoes. Are you gonna buy Sea of Stars? Did you play I Am Setsuna? Did you play Lost Spear? You're not playing these games, but you're talking. Stop talking and go play the games. Practice what you preach. Because that's the only thing I respect.
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
That's the only thing I respect, man. I don't give a fuck what you're saying on Twitter. I don't care. Practice what you preach.
Like I listen. Metacritic has its usage. Don't get it twisted, but I feel like people are hearkening too much on it. You know what I mean? They are hearkening way too much on Metacritic to determine what is good and bad. Yeah, I get it. From a critical perspective, this is good. But let's say somebody play Dead Space, remake, and they felt like this game is hot garbage. Should their opinion be ignored? Because oh no, but they got this Metacritic. They play Metro Prime and it's like this thing is hot garbage. You know what I mean? It's all up to it's your experience, man. It's like I don't get it. Like, but at the end of the day, I don't see this as a bad thing because, like you said, this is what people are buying and playing. There's a reason why there's a lot of these remakes, remasters are coming because they know this is what people are buying and playing. Really and truly, this is what if Metal Gear Solid remake comes out right now, that shit is gonna be. It's going to be critically acclaimed and people are going to buy it. There's a reason why they're doing KOTOR. You know what I mean? There's a reason why they do all these remakes, bro. So people are going to buy it because the nostalgia factor is known. But everything that, you said it perfectly. Practice what you preach. Everything that people are saying when it comes to new games, all the excuses come up. Man, I don't want to put money on that. I'll wait for a deep sale. All right, then wait for the deep sale. We're gonna keep doing our remakes or remasters.
Exactly. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. No one. You're not obligated to buy anything to please anybody else. No one is saying that, right? I'm gonna put that out there too. People like to misconstrue what people say. Don't buy it. Don't buy the games. Don't buy nothing that you don't want. Nothing that looks trash to you. Don't buy it. But when gaming moves in a certain direction, you can't complain about that either because you weren't contributing to the economy to begin with, to the gaming economy to begin with. So all you can do is sit back and watch things change because you have no monetary value or any type of investment into the hobby.
Yo, really, truly, if you want
it's that simple.
If you want a new experience as well, you have VR, If you want those new experiences and stuff like that, are people going out and buy VR? Yeah, I mean,
and Bari, then when they try to create something refreshing, perfect example, Final Fantasy 16. You got people shitting on that. No, I want turn-based.
Knowing goddamn well they're not going to buy the turn-based because you ignore every single one that's coming out now. You know what I mean? But no, I felt like it was a very interesting topic. Yo, this tweet blew up too. Shout out to my man J-Main. You know what I mean? Everybody got different perspective and different opinions, so that's totally fine and understandable. I was reading a lot of people different opinions on here, but I'm in the vein where I don't see this as a bad thing because this is what you're showing the industry what you want. You know what I mean? It's the older stuff. It's a sure fire sale that's coming out.
You know what's crazy too? People won't even buy the games that they are interested in. They want it in a service. Like this whole community is upside down right now, Bari. People won't even buy games they're interested in.
Yo, we see that with Diablo right now. Diablo 4, people they showcasing their interest. You ain't even pre-order the game so you can play the early beta. I mean, obviously you wait for the open beta, but it's just like there's so many routes you could have took. Amazon pre-order to play it. They're not really interested in this game.
Oh, and it's sad because it's like, when gaming goes the route that is going, people are looking at it. Oh, well, what happened to gaming? What happened is you didn't participate in it. You didn't contribute.
We need a crash. Shout out to my man Thick, yo. We need a crash, man. But yo, guys, we have made it to the end of the show. Episode 118 is in the books.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what we got to do, man? We got to bless you guys up with this platinum trophy. Hey, that's a PS4 version. That's the PS5 version. Double up, man. We appreciate all the support, guys. Once again, thank you guys for coming through. Hitting the like button. We had 140 likes so far, man. Definitely hit the like button, man. We appreciate it. And yeah, Persona, hit us with your outro. Let the people know what's going on with ya.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to y'all in the chat, man. We appreciate our WUPS community that rocks out with us every single weekend, man. You know, every Saturday, man, y'all here bright and early, rocking out with us, man. And most of y'all stay the whole show. It could be 3 hours, it could be 4 hours, it could be 2. Y'all be rocking out with us, man. So we appreciate y'all so much, man. And shout out to the members, shout out to the subscribers, shout out to the lurkers, shout out to the people that just found in our channel and decided to stay and listen. If you did enjoy the content, we hope you do subscribe to the channel. You know, we definitely trying to get the 3K subs, man. We almost there, guys. We almost there. So, you know, definitely, you know, help us out, man. Sharing out the stream, hitting the like button. Hitting the like button helps us out tremendously, man. Helps with the YouTube algorithm and whatnot, man. So definitely, you know, if you enjoyed the show, definitely hit the like button. But as for me, guys, I'm gaming with Persona. You can follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gaming with Persona. The link is in the description. And now that I have this new camera that's looking beautiful, got me out here looking proper.
Oh, wispy.
You know, the ladies was in my DMs before. They about to be breaking the door down now.
Ladies, relax.
The ladies about to be tearing the DMs down, trying to get to your boy. You feel me? But you know, definitely got some content coming to the channel. I am going to be streaming some Diablo later on tonight, actually. This evening, I'm gonna stream some Diablo 4. You know, and you know, if anybody wants to come through and play, definitely welcome as well. And then I think I'm gonna do a COD Sunday tomorrow, bro. How you feeling, man? COD Sundays? How you feeling? You pulling up?
I'll pull up for a few, but I want to complete Octopath, to be honest with you. But I'll pull up for a few.
I'll see how I feel when I wake up, because my mind might change when I wake up. I'm like, you know, not screw this.
Yeah, because I really want to play Octopath and dive in more some VR, because I'm at the end of Call of the Mountain as well.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, we'll see.
We'll see tomorrow. And then throughout the week, when Persona Speaks happening as well, man. Don't miss that, man. That's gonna happen this week. And then, you know, whatever happens, you know, some other content coming to the channel, you know, we'll play it by ear. You feel me? And then, obviously, next Saturday, giveaways for the members and a couple of goodies and surprises for the subscribers as well. You know, we always got to look out for the subs as well, man. We got y'all. But listen, guys, it's been your boy Persona. Always remember, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community. And we'll see you guys next Saturday. Same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, also, guys, next week, we're continuing the content creation when it comes to WUPS, where we'll be having our PlayStation VR 2 review out for you guys. So make sure you're on the lookout for that. Also, once again, shout out to my man Upchuck Gaming and Stone, where they're doing their Fight Night charity event. You know, we'll definitely have the links and all that stuff in the description. If you guys want to, you know, scroll on back to the beginning of the show, where we spoke about it, so you can get all the information. But definitely tune in next week right after What's Up PlayStation podcast. But yeah, we're definitely gonna be pumping out some content. I definitely have to drop my Last of Us Season 1 review this week. I did promise it last week, but a lot of stuff came up on a personal level where I just didn't want to create no content. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man, for this weekend or this Saturday, man. As you can see, I need to go get me a haircut and get that thing right. But we'll see you guys next week for the giveaway show. And make sure you tune in, man. We appreciate it, guys. And see you guys next week. We gone.
Peace out, guys.
Deuces.